Yeah, we are. Hello. As always, my name's Adam.
I'm Mia.
I'm Cass.
I'm Ethan.
And today we're speedrunning Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
So,
80%.
just to get everyone reacquainted, give people a chance to trickle their way in. Here's our beautiful map. We've got the castle up in the north. We've got Gooseville down here, Ducktown up there. Magical tree in the middle, for those of you who were curious.
Show us the big hole.
All right, let's go have a look at the big hole. Immediately, I have
Big
lost control.
hole.
Whoa! All right, let's go have a look at that big hole with its... Once again, I keep wanting to say Rosie the Riveter. Rosie
She
the
has
Riveter
rivets and her name is Rosie.
Yeah. I think IMDb trivia, Rosie the Robot is a reference to Rosie the Riveter.
Yeah, what's that? 5 out of 8 people found that fact interesting.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Movie Facts, your one-stop podcast for all facts with movies. Sorry.
This is very important to mention. The Jetsons is not a movie. They have appeared in movies, but I don't know if Adam knows that. Rosie the Riveter is not a movie either.
Movie Facts.
cares?
The Jetsons is not a movie.
Still going on the movie details subreddit. I don't care.
All
They
right.
don't have standards.
So, then we're coming back over to... Oh, don't look at that. You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
People don't need to know what I was doing before the stream began.
They gotta know. They gotta stay informed.
No one clipped
No.
that.
Yeah.
All right. We've got our campaign. We've got locations. We've got NPCs. We've got the dungeon. And then we've got more details on the dungeon here. Ground level. You chilling out here for an hour or more? Well, roll a d12, and on an 11 or 12, you get a random encounter. We got Area 1, Stone
Adam,
Path.
that really sounded like you were about to start rhyming. Like the cadence, the way that you said, "You chilling out here for an hour or more?" It sounded like you were coming up to a rhyme.
Anyone who truly knows me knows that I am incapable of rhyme.
Yeah.
That's what killed my rap career. Sorry?
We've watched Sea of Thieves streams, we know.
We got Area 2, Tower Entrance, and we got Area 3, Trapdoor.
Dust?
What?
Dust 2?
Dust. Hang on.
Dust 2.
D-E, Dust 2.
Thank you.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
That's a sick Counter-Strike reference for anyone in the know.
It's incredible because I don't even play it.
All right. And
no,
then
people are calling you out in the couch history.
so
they should.
and
But
then
now we all know when the couch was invented.
And then finally,
Yeah.
so if you were here last stream, you will know that I found a new program to do the dungeon mapping in. Well, guess what? We've got a new program today.
Yeah!
To be fair,
Yeah.
we are now just using the paid version of the free program I was using before. But guess what? We fucking got circles. There she is.
yeah.
We fucking got circles. Thought we were
And
gonna have to
couched
do
it.
squares, but no. Fuck yeah. Now to figure out how to put a fucking door down. Search.
That's a couch, Adam.
Door. Yeah, I know. I was getting confused. Door's double. Door single. How do I rotate? Random angle. Random.
Now, when was the door invented?
I just got to keep going around with the random angle until I get a door.
Oh, first century
But
AD.
it's a circle.
Cass, yeah, sorry, what did you say?
I was going to say, if you just click random angle, it's a circle, so you
Wait.
can put it anywhere.
Wait, Ethan, did you just say first century AD?
Yeah, they got doors in pretty early.
Wait, the door? No, it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like they invented doors after the death of Jesus Christ.
Didn't need them
That
before
doesn't
that.
seem like.
Yeah,
Didn't
well,
need them before that.
I would think that the Bible would have some mentions of doors at some point.
I think no. The closest one was the stone they put in front of Jesus's hole.
Yeah, and he
we
got
out.
through.
They were like, "Well, we may as well make them not as tricky."
Yeah, that was a hassle.
The Greek scholar Heron of Alexandria created the earliest known automatic door in the 1st century. Oh, I'm sorry,
okay,
this is a
it
sensor.
lied to me.
These are sensor-activated doors.
Yeah. Oops. Oh no, it's okay. They figured out doors way long ago. History. Earliest records of represented paintings of Egyptian tombs in which they're shown as single or double doors. Just because they drew it doesn't mean they had it.
All right, let me
Fanfic.
let me propose a scenario for you. Something that happened. This happened. This physically had to have happened. All right.
Yes, please. Let's go.
A scholar of archaeology or history was like, all right, I'm making the Wikipedia page for door.
Yes.
I need to gather photos of doors throughout history. That happened.
Yeah.
Someone needed to fucking research the false door of Nicara, which is just painted limestone.
2400 BC.
Not only had they invented the door by then, but they invented the fake door by then.
They claim they invented the door by then.
But we don't see any of these open. This is actually, if we're looking at photojournalism standards, this is actually an incomplete.
Yeah.
We need to expand it. So, question. If someone tries to invent the door and fucks up and they don't make a door, they just make like a wall or something like that, and then the door is invented later on, is that fake or bad door? Is that a fake door? Or is that just a failed attempt?
Fail.
Is a door
It's a prototype.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think, yeah.
All right. I think
Yeah,
Mia's
Mia's
got it.
nailed it.
Yeah.
Door
It's a prototype.
hardware.
It's not non-functional.
Yeah.
Door furniture. This is a good page. A doorknob counts as door furniture.
A doorknob.
Yeah. Fasteners.
I would say,
Deadbolts.
but that's integral to the use and function of a door.
Door furniture and door hardware are one and the same. Door
my
hardware
God.
is North American
This is
English.
my
Door
favorite part of
furniture is
D&D.
British in our English.
This is
Ah.
pretty classic for us, I think.
Yeah. Door accessories, my favorite. Door chain. Door
Oh!
closer.
Is
Door
that like a wallet
opener.
chain for
Yes.
a person?
Well, it is. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It,
Oh,
yeah,
mouse
absolutely
slot,
is.
peephole. Accessories. That's good.
Again, all of these, I would classify door. No, I think I need to challenge my own idea of what I mean when I say furniture. Personally,
Yeah.
you know?
Look, you didn't write this Wikipedia article. I feel there's way more.
Actually, do you know for sure that
Explored
Cass
scholars
didn't
on
write
board.
it though? Did you look
Well,
at the
let
author of
me,
the
let me, yeah,
Wikipedia
I'm
article?
scrolling down.
Yeah, you
You're
gotta
the first
do your
reference.
research, right?
My
Yours is-
bad.
That's me.
Sorry, Mia and
My-
Ethan, you were talking at the same time. Sorry, what we? Please, one of you.
I don't think either of us was saying anything particularly important.
Wasn't very useful.
That can sum up the network.
It's too
Yeah, a
much
door
space.
handle isn't vital anymore because glass are automatic doors at supermarkets. Thank you, Kanala. It's old technology. It's like winding down a window manually.
Old tech.
Old tech. Yeah, you just want that nostalgia of opening a door with your hand. I miss it these days.
Have you guys seen those like automatic? Wait, I was talking about this. This happened. I did this while I was on the stream with you guys earlier this week. The door handles that you open with your forearm.
Yeah, how's your
Yeah.
arm?
It was horribly bruised. It was very, very bad. It's almost gone now.
God.
Yeah, but it hurt a lot. And then it got a little bit bruised, and I was like, huh, interesting. And then it got very, very bruised. And I was like, oh, do I need to go to the hospital?
God.
Did I hurt myself that bad opening a door that I should go to the hospital? No, I didn't go to the hospital. It's fine.
Are you guys aware of the
Yeah,
names of the components of a doorway?
All right, can we guess? Don't tell us. Let us guess.
Well, I'll give you the description, and you have to guess what it's called.
Okay.
All
Yep,
right.
yep, yep.
So, the horizontal beam above a door that supports the wall above it.
Oh.
Awn?
No.
Like awning or something?
No.
Nah.
Strut. Is it called a strut?
What was that, Kaz?
Noggin bopper?
Did you say noggin papa?
Bopper, for bopping your noggin on.
Oh no.
Cass, how tall are you?
Yeah, not that tall.
I am a model.
I have never hit my head on the top of my head on a door frame before.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
It's
Well,
called.
none of you are statuesque and just so very, very tall as me.
Yeah, none
You're
of you
saying
jump
that I'm
while
not
you walk through the
statuesque.
door.
Come on, Cass.
It's called a lintel.
Huh.
Oh.
Whatever that is, also known as a header. This is my favorite. The vertical
was
post.
close.
Yeah, the vertical posts that form the sides of a door frame where the hinges are mounted. And these all have normal, like, useful names that you can derive from its use, and then just a ridiculous, insane name that's left over from old times.
Yeah.
So
Some of the door has the bee in it, but like a sneaky bee.
Hmm.
Sorry, please continue.
yeah, well, I think this is it. So like the vertical posts towards the side of the door frame are called either legs or
Oh, no.
jambs.
What have I done?
Jams! Yes!
Yeah.
Jambs!
Yeah,
And when
sneaky
you...
bee.
Sneaky bee!
I-
Yeah!
I have not seen that spelled with a B though. Is that like the Australian spelling and it's different in America?
No,
No,
it's
it's
just
a door
like
jam.
A door jam. It's with JAM.
Oh,
No, that's
right.
if you
Door
jam something
jam.
in
Like a
the
fish
door.
bone.
But jam
That's if you
sharp.
get jammed in the door.
Mhm.
But a door jam, different. The
Mm.
reason I
yeah.
learnt that word was when people were describing how dads rub their backs on door jams like a bear would scratching its back on a tree. It was a general comment about dads. I don't know how true. I've never seen my
yeah,
dad
I was
do it.
wondering, it's like, why do you know what a door jam is?
Yeah, because people comparing dads to bears and a tree to a door jam.
Specifically Baloo from the Jungle Book, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when I was a kid, I ate ants because of that movie.
Oh.
Can I
That's
say
amazing.
that's not surprising to me?
That's very funny because, like, I would say The Lion King makes bugs look appetizing, but
Yeah.
like the Jungle Book doesn't really. Like the
Well, I
kid
think-
eats the ant.
Yeah, I think the difference is because in the Jungle Book, they're all
Slimy,
animals.
but
They're like, we're gonna,
satisfying.
yeah, they're gonna eat the tasty bugs, but they're animals. And in the Jungle Book, he's like, child, eat the ant.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm like,
Um,
well, I'm a child, and what do I see but a big bucket of sand that for some reason has a lot of ants all over the bucket of sand? They didn't taste good.
No, I would
No.
not think so. Were they? Wait, so how many did you eat? Just like one little one, or like a handful of sand and ants?
It wasn't sand and ants. I think I just had like
That would be crazy.
maybe one or two. It was,
So you
there
picked
was-
them out, you pulled all the little bits of sand off of them, and you just shoved them in your
I
mouth
got-
completely.
I think I must have got
writhing.
the ones near the because they were all because ants go in a line. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
Did
I
you
didn't
like
get
put
the.
your hand down and let them crawl in your hand?
I can't remember. I remember seeing the bucket of sand, and I remember the taste of ant. And it doesn't slap. I'll say it.
Huh.
Yeah, I get that.
I remember being like, "That's bad." It's one of my earliest memories. Oh my god, that might be my earliest memory.
Classic.
Gosh.
Or should I say classic?
It did make me.
You
It
should
It
not
wasn't
say
good.
that.
Well, maybe too late. Maybe
Hey,
you should
Yeah,
have told
Adam,
me that
Adam,
earlier.
can I just be clear here that you should not say that?
Damn.
Maximum Flame has made a good suggestion.
Ah.
Cass comically opened her mouth, letting a line of ants walk straight in. As I cannot remember
Just
the
laid your
exact.
tongue down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
like a
rolled
little
it back up.
staircase. Yeah. As I don't have a memory for what actually happened, that is now canon for my
Canonical.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anyone wants to confirm the canon for my life, it was comedy.
Your real life headcanon.
Okay. I think I've... Oh, no. How does everything I make look ugly?
That's not true, Adam. Your
Finish.
work is beautiful. I
They
love
don't really
it.
give you much to work with.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's the children's fault. All right. Now, the question is, did I have any descriptions of what this area looked like that I might need to change now? Tower looms before you, dilapidated, see a golden statue, sense of wonder and calm. All right, I need to chuck some statues down. Tower entrance. Anything, blah, blah, blah. Barrels. All right, cool. I need to chuck in this room. I need to put some barrels and shit. This room doesn't need to have anything. And here, I need to put some, what the kids are calling statues down. What the kids are calling the statue challenge. Right?
Yeah, it's very recent. You're on top of it.
There was a statue challenge?
Yeah, I was about to say, this sounds like it would have been a meme in like 2014.
I think it was recent enough that
Oh, it's like 2017.
maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mannequin challenge or
Oh,
whatever.
mannequin challenge. Yeah, that's it.
Challenge.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
it's
is
got that
wrong with us?
that Ray Shremmerd song going. No, all right.
Celebrities did it.
I don't think anybody
Wow.
knows what you're talking about, Ethan.
Everyone did it. Baseball teams did it for some reason. There was this one where like a bunch of actors did it, and then it panned around, and then Robert De Niro is just looking around like, what is going on? Only one moving.
Good, I like that.
Yeah, Maximum Flame. Adam is hip and cool.
Thank you. That's all I've wanted.
Absolutely.
Oh, 123 Honeybee has ascribed your quote, "Why does everything I make look ugly?" in the situation of you staring down at your firstborn.
Jesus.
But they're not inaccurate. Like, I probably will say that to any kid I have.
Just because it's funny. You want to see how they react.
Yeah.
The doctor's
I
like,
came
I'm
out
so
gross.
sorry, that is not your baby. Please put that one down. Here is
What
your
was
baby.
that? What was that cat?
I came out bung. Like, I wasn't good when I came out. I was ugly.
They
But,
had
like,
to fix you with time.
Wait, Cass, have people told you this, or have you seen pictures?
No, my
like,
mom
was your
told
mom
me.
like, oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I was her first baby, and she didn't really have much other experience with babies. So when I
She
came
didn't
out,
know what a baby looked like, though. Like,
Not
you would think that
fresh.
a newborn
Not
mother
like-
should know what a baby looks like.
No, you know what a baby looks like, but fresh baby, like most.
Yeah,
things in
I've
film-
seen Juno.
No, that's not like fresh baby. Like babies in films, they can't obviously get womb fresh. So
They could if they tried harder.
yeah, if they tried harder, maybe you just have one on standby, and then
Yeah.
instead of letting the mother hold the baby, you put it on camera.
Yeah,
you know,
you gotta get
you've got options.
coverage.
But when they come out, they've been sitting in the sack for so long. They're a bit. They look.
Sorry,
a bit
where have they
wrong.
been, Cass?
In the sack.
Yeah, no, I get it. The nutsack.
No.
Babies are
Well,
stored
they-
in
they-
the balls.
Yeah, babies were in the nutsack. Let's be clear about that. That at some point we were all in our dad's nutsacks.
Oh, Adam really took that one well.
Fluid, and they come out and they don't look right because they have been in a sack of liquid and not in air, which is how humans look. So when
No, I understand the concept, Cass. I've seen Juno.
No,
I know.
But apparently, I came out and the doctors were like, "Oh, your baby's so cute." My mom's just sitting there being like, "Why? Don't lie. Like she looks foul." But then I plumped up with the air, and she's like, "Okay, now you're a cute
Yeah.
baby." But when they
Oh,
come
so
out,
it's
they
like-
don't look right. They
It's
don't
like
look like how,
astronaut food.
yeah, and
It's
they
like all
babies don't look like
inflated.
how they look in the films
Look, I'll
because
come
they
out
can't
and
get a fresh baby.
Man,
Look-
another unrealistic standard.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna come out and say it. All babies are ugly.
Yep,
That's just true.
there it is.
Well,
They're all
now
no
it's all
good.
out in the open. Wow. You can never take that back. It's out on a live stream.
Why
and
would
there
I-
are 36 people watching right now.
Why would I ever? This live stream does not count as I can't take it
Adam,
back.
Hey.
Adam is going to get canceled for
If
saying
you
You
all
can say
babies
it
are ugly.
because by the time everyone is able to understand what Adam just said, they won't be babies anymore.
Yeah.
So it won't apply to them. So they won't be offended.
Mia, if you
How do you
Can't
know
be
there aren't
offended.
babies watching right now?
Oh, Baby Geniuses.
They're
Oh
too
no, I forgot about them.
they're too
They made two
stupid to
movies.
understand. Baby Genius is a misnomer.
Yeah. Haven't you seen the documentary?
I have never seen either of those, or there's more than one of those, right? There's a few. I always
Oh,
get that
yeah.
mixed up with Look Who's Talking.
Baby Geniuses
Yeah.
and Super Babies or something. Like
Wait,
Oh yeah,
what?
that's right. Okay.
the
Super
movies.
Babies, Baby Geniuses. That's the name of that movie.
Did you say documentary?
Yeah.
No, it's yeah,
Yeah.
it's all real.
Yeah.
It's a documentary.
The Baby
Oh,
Genius
Super
documentary.
Babies, Baby Geniuses too. I'm sorry.
Cass, do you not know about the Baby Geniuses?
That's pretty embarrassing if you don't know about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
I
is-
know about the baby geniuses.
Wow, this is embarrassing.
And- no, stop.
Oh, before we continue to before we
Wow.
before we go too far along the track of mocking Cass for not knowing about the documentary Baby Geniuses, something that I guess we just forgot to mention today is that there are donation goals, and that,
Oh.
we, are, and that we are trying to meet a specific amount. So you can donate for hang on, wait, it's banana goals, right?
Yep.
All right, I spelt banana as B-A-N-A.
That's close.
All right. So for $5, you can name something, anything. It all works. For $20,
Wait, anything? Adam's firstborn child. The
Yeah.
ugly one.
well, you're gonna have to wait a little while on that one, if at
It's
all.
worth the wait. I must say,
Big
it
returns,
is
though, big
worth the
returns.
wait.
So for $5,
$5 to ruin this man and his child's life.
if you spend,
Oh, Adam's gonna be fine.
can you imagine spending $5 right now and then getting very excited that you're gonna name my child? The disappointment.
I'll do it for 50.
So, for $5, you can name something in the world or my firstborn child, and as long as it is not something, shall we say, crass, it's cool. And for $20, I lose control, and you can give creative control to someone like Ethan or Mia or Cass, maybe a combination of the above. And for $50, this is the only way when something gets placed down, it can be removed. The only way. Once something is set, it is set in stone. If, for example, you make me do something that makes me incredibly unhappy, like putting down 3 not Rosie the Riveters, Rosie the Robots,
Rosie the robot.
the only way we can get rid of this is with a $50 donation, and that kind of sucks. All right,
It's good.
there we go.
Yeah.
It's
And then
good.
if we meet
universe,
our
they
overall
don't have
goal,
to be giant robots from the Jetsons. Like in universe, they can be something else. It's just visually represented by Rosie the robot.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Listen, I'm trying to bail you out of this hole, buddy. I'm trying to help you.
Hit a hole in the hole, though. That's the point.
You're fucking
Big
put me
holes
here.
for.
Let's put Adam in the hole.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's
Like
cold.
it's like Rack, Shack, and Benny. What were their names?
I do not know what this is. Rack Shack and
From the
Penny.
Bible? Yeah, from the Bible. I'm probably thinking of
Ed,
VeggieTales
Ed,
interpretation.
Natty.
There were characters in the Bible, and they like put their brother in a hole with a bunch of lions because they were jealous of him, and then he like made it through the night because
Huh.
the Lord like made the lions fall asleep or something.
No,
We're gonna do that to you.
All right, cool.
So get pious, bud.
Stop praying.
It's crazy that my Christian upbringing didn't tell me about the one cool story.
Yeah.
The one story that
How did
might
you-
have helped me growing up.
my
Yes.
If you were raised a Christian, I'm surprised you didn't know about that one. He's like, fuck, who was it? I'll look it up. That's fine.
All right. Let us know when you figure it out.
I think it was Daniel.
Daniel. That doesn't sound like Daniel. Who's Daniel?
he's the Vans. He's back at it again. I don't know about any Bible Daniel. The idea that a Daniel is in the Bible, whack.
Agree.
I'll Google Bible Lion's Den.
Can you
I'm
also
gonna pull
double
an
check?
Adam and go get
Yeah,
a
it's
drink.
from Daniel.
Can you also double check? Because my sister is dating a Daniel. Can you check if that's the same one?
If that's the same one.
Yeah.
Does your sister Daniel have a book in the Bible called Daniel?
I think he might. He might have said something about that. He either does that
All right.
for a living, or he's
Well-
a electrician.
Well, Adam, I'll just read this Bible until we get to the part where it says his last name. So I'll start
right.
at the beginning. If anybody wants to follow along, we are in Daniel 6, verse 1a.
Okay.
It pleased Darius to appoint 120 satraps to rule throughout the kingdom, 2, with 3 administrators over them, one of whom was Daniel. Okay, no
Bible
last
up
name.
so quick.
Well, I
Yes,
was already
sorry.
looking it up.
Sorry, I am reading chat. Hello, yes.
Okay,
I was
okay,
about.
now...
One sec, sorry. I was going to talk about the overall goal. The overall goal is that if we reach
Sorry,
that thing
Cass.
at the top, we will play the game. Sorry, please continue, Mia.
No. Did you guys ever do that thing in church? I don't know, Cass, if you were forced to go to church as a child, where like somebody would read for a while and then they would call on somebody who seems like they aren't paying attention to read the next part.
That's
So
funny.
like to guilt everybody into following along in their Bible reading. So Cass, if you want to pick up where I was at,
I never. The only time I was ever in churches is for like weddings and funerals.
She's trying to not do it. Don't let her.
One time, I went to a it was either a christening or a baptism, and the child in question, or the children in question, were getting baptized or christened, so that they could get into the good school. But the family is not really that way inclined, and then all of a sudden we were in church and drunk. It was the morning. We all started drinking champagne before we left. It was some like big fancy occasion, and I looked over to my dad. I'm like, "Are you allowed to be drunk in church?"
Sure you can.
Then I found out you drink wine in church.
Dirty
that's like-
habanero
That's like
donation.
hardcore champagne. Oh, donation!
Are you naming Adam's firstborn child?
No, so Dirty Habanero has donated $5 to name the stairs down the crass hole. So I'm going to quickly change that for you. I guess there's no way to do that really other than naming that room the crass hole.
Oh, hey, George in the chat. I did at first say that the lions fell asleep on instinct. That was my memory of the story. But I don't know shit about the Bible anymore, so don't quote me on that. But I can read the verse. I can continue if you guys want.
Yes, please
Bible
do.
up so quickly. That was so impressive. I don't know much about the Bible, but I know there are lots of bits.
Mm-hmm.
There are indeed cast lots of bits.
Yeah, heaps of words too.
Mm-hmm. So
Thank
many
you, Ethan.
verses and
Pages, even.
Forget about it.
chapters.
You want pages? Fucking the Bible's got that shit covered.
Yeah.
And so many different
Go to
versions. Have you
source.
guys seen like the Radical Young Men's Bible and stuff like that?
Oh, with the skateboard.
That sounds... Look, I'm just going to
Yeah.
say it. Sounds fake. As
Well,
if.
Yeah, when I was a teen, my mom got me the like Radical Young Men's like devotionals or whatever. And I think that's why it didn't work. I think that's why I'm an atheist now, because she couldn't figure out.
Didn't
If
get
she had
the
gotten
right
me the one with the butterflies on the front, I would have been into it.
Were you raised Christian, Ethan?
No. Not even.
Ethan
like,
was raised satanic.
Yeah, absolutely. No, like, nah, not at all. Like, my parents weren't. But, like, in school, because I went to private schools. And,
Yeah,
like, you
same.
know, they always try and sprinkle that in because that's where they're getting their money
They do,
from.
yeah.
So, like, but it never really worked. So the place I went to primary school, I think we did RE for a term, and everyone hated it, so they stopped doing it.
Yeah.
At my high school, they tried to include it into one of the subjects, but no one liked it, so they didn't do it. Also, we had a reverend at our school because it was like, you know, Uniting Church and that. But then they left when I was in year 9, and they just didn't get a new one.
Uh-huh.
That's
So
very
I think that's what sums up their feelings
Is this
about it.
what kind of school was this, Ethan? Was this like a real school?
Yeah,
Or was
real
this just
school.
like okay?
real school?
It's
but
not like
you know,
like
they're
something
partnered
put
with like
together by your aunt or something.
no, it's like a proper high school, but like, you know, I don't know how private schools work here with how they get their money and that, but I guess they get funding from like Uniting Church or partner with them for like doing stuff, and then they sort of have some obligations to put in some form of religious incorporation. Like they light a candle for God and everything, but like every year they kept getting less enthusiastic about it. You could see it sort of fade from their eyes. They're just like, this takes 30 seconds out of our assembly. We have stuff we got to talk about. Very
For
funny
God,
to
it's
watch in
so,
real
like-
time.
It's like it's God. Like
Yeah.
that's not. It's a cat. He made fire.
Yeah,
You know,
matches
like-
are hard too if you give it to like a 13-year-old. Like, they don't get it.
Yeah.
Even like, you know, one of those kitchen lighters, it'll speed it up for real time.
I went to private school as well, but they were a lot more strict about the religion stuff.
Right.
Very frustrating.
I would have hated that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to a private school for 1 year, I think, in like 3rd grade. It was just like too expensive, and I wasn't able to go there for very long.
Fair,
But
fair.
it luckily didn't have the uniforms thing. I've never been to a school that had uniforms as far as
Oh, I mean, every
Eh.
school in Australia has uniforms.
Oh,
Mine
not
didn't.
everyone.
Pretty
Cass,
much.
Cass did.
What do you
Right.
mean?
Like
the public
it's
schools have uniforms
rare
too?
to
Yeah.
find. Like some, yeah, it's rare to find. one.
Weird.
The
Yeah,
Our
idea.
school
Yeah,
was
I've
weird for
never-
not having uniforms.
Yeah.
Like it's notable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never gone to a school with really a dress code at all, aside from like girls don't wear like too short skirts or whatever, you know.
That sounds like a hassle though. Like as a kid, you have to have so many more clothes than you usually would.
I did feel like I came out of high school with an advantage because
Absolutely.
like I knew how
'Cause
to
you knew how to
dress,
dress
and
and
I'd
stuff?
already
Yeah.
like I'd had my phases, you know.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. All through high school, I wore all kinds of dumb shit. And by the time that I was in college, I had sort of figured out how I wanted to dress. And it's like, hey, that was valuable.
Jackson-
Even
Yeah.
then, I feel by year 12 I nailed it. I sort of got
I
there.
could imagine myself, though, like, if I had to do, like, the school uniform thing, I would have been, like, a real punk ass about it. I would have found a way to make a school uniform cool.
I mean, school uniforms are kind of cool.
I
The
like
ones
them.
we had.
No,
The
they're
colors were
not.
nice and they were very comfortable.
I like a
Like,
school
especially-
uniform, but I'm weird like that. I like a uniform.
What was your favorite school uniform configuration? Like winter uniform, summer uniform?
winter uniform? I much prefer the
Winter uniforms, top. Yeah.
Wait,
no.
so were the uniforms uniform across the country? Like, you guys wore the same ones even though you went to different schools at different
Oh,
times?
no.
Primary
It's just like
schools are
the-
pretty
like-
standard, actually. I think you'd find like the colors change, but the clothes themselves are almost always the same. I think.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a little polo
Well, I mean,
shirt with
they
your
all get
school's
them
logo
from the same
and color.
manufacturers.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's only
because
so
I always
many of
think
them.
about like School of Rock, like the Richard
Ugh.
Linklater movie.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah, there's only so many sort of manufacturers in the country for school uniforms and that. But, like, they're all sort of different. Maybe.
Well,
like,
you would
different
think
colours
those
and
people
logos.
are making bank though. Like every kid in the country needs one.
They are.
Mm.
Like, they charge crazy.
Oh,
Especially because it's like,
horrifically
yeah.
expensive.
Like,
That sucks.
yeah. School uniforms were comfortable at my place.
That's
Cool.
good.
Yeah. And, like.
Yeah, you know what else
those-
was comfortable though, Ethan?
What?
My normal clothes
Yeah,
that
fair.
I picked out and wore, that I bought and chose to wear.
I feel school uniforms save a lot of kids from being bullied. Because if they wore their
really?
normal clothes, oh boy.
I would think that anybody wearing a school uniform is subject to get bullied.
Yeah.
Mia will bully them.
I got bullied once for
Yeah.
my school uniform. But I think
Yeah.
the thing is, if you're wearing, it's hard to bully someone in a school uniform because typically you are also wearing a school uniform.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what
Well,
Ethan is saying.
Oh,
Is that there's
sorry.
no,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it
It's like-
if you get bullied in
yeah.
Australia, then it's your fault? That's Ethan's stance.
Yeah, some of these
was
kids,
my fault.
like if they had the chance, they would have worn some anime hoodie in a heartbeat.
But
and
that's-
it's like, oh,
That's and though. That's what me and Cass were talking about. That's part of the phases of choosing, like deciding what works and what
Yeah.
doesn't. You know, and hopefully by the time you're in college, you've figured yourself out a little bit.
some of them wouldn't have survived.
I see a lot of
Ethan's
people in
sink or
chat talk-
swim. Sorry.
Yeah,
See a lot of people in the chat talking about how school uniforms like don't like eliminate the emphasis on wealth disparity for people who can't afford nice clothes. For the people in my school, like some people wore designer clothes, but it was cool to shop at op shops. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean,
the place I grew up
Europe,
was
that
based
area,
in an
yeah.
artist colony. So
I feel like
Oh,
at my school it was still very apparent because the school uniforms are fucking expensive. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you got mud on your blazer and you weren't terrified of showing your mum, then you were probably
Right.
a richer family.
Oh boy. So
right.
they didn't have a blazer. Well, they did have an old blazer, but they took it away and introduced a new blazer. But when I was going into year 12, and my mum's like, "You should
I
get
can
a
just
blazer."
imagine. I
And
can
it's
just
like,
imagine
yeah.
Ethan being so excited about the new blazer.
Oh God, no!
the
Because
new
like,
blazers are in. The new blazers are in.
but my mum's like, "Oh, you should get the new blazer." And I'm like, "It's $350, and I'm here for another 9 months?"
God.
No. Also,
Shimani,
it looked
what?
stupid. Yeah, it was like 300 and something. Ridiculous. They were just basically trying to make profit out of blazer. It's like, man, if you saw a kid walking around with a blazer, you knew exactly who they were. They're a captain of something.
Oh, what?
Or they, like, because they got to be proper, like school captain
Yeah.
and that.
A
It's like,
captain of
they'll have a
industry, I
blazer.
would say.
A captain of
Yeah,
industry,
captain
yeah.
of industry.
CEO of Starbucks
Absolutely.
over here with the school blazer.
A captain
Yeah,
of
just
industry, or as the Beatles once said, a dedicated follower of fashion.
Or like the school captains would have the blazer so they could wear their badge on the lapel, and it's like, don't talk to me.
A school captain is kind of like a class president. Like, it's the student body thing. I don't think, I think that's the equivalent
but
in
like,
the US.
yeah. Well, like when you get to year 12, final year, it's basically school captain of the whole high school.
Yeah.
Basically,
I was one of those,
representative,
but
yeah.
it didn't like. They changed it, so we weren't captains; we were school leaders.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think they did change that. They changed
Yeah.
something about it.
I
yeah,
absolutely
after I
loved.
left.
I was so upset that I didn't get picked as one of the school captains, or we had class captains and school captains, I think, and I didn't get picked
Yeah.
for any of them, which was devastating to me because they got on their blazer like a special trimming all around. Damn,
Yeah.
I wanted that trimming.
You're gonna love this. So, my friend is a year younger than me. He was in the year below. When he was going into year 12, so like they announced all the new captains, he got performing arts captain,
Yeah.
which is like 2 slots. He got one of those. You could totally tell that they picked the next year's production for him to play the scarecrow in it because it would have suited him so well. So what does he do? He leaves. he doesn't do year 12, and they're all devastated. They gotta find a replacement scarecrow and a replacement captain, and they scramble, and
Fucking
everything's
power
ruined,
move.
and it's very funny.
That's good. A good legacy to leave is one in ruins.
Absolutely.
Leave your school actively worse than when you found it.
Yeah, they would have given him like chairman of the board if they could.
Hey, I think this is really important for somebody in this chat to acknowledge out of the 4 of us, but this is extremely boring. Certainly people cannot be interested in listening to talk about the uniform dress code in Australia.
Absolutely. People
There's
are
no
having their own
fucking
little fun
way.
conversations.
I don't know what
Kids
you're
with
talking
quick
about. This
khakis
sounds
and
fascinating.
tennis shoes on maximum flame.
Galleon said that they had about 2 years of detention left when they dropped out, and
That is so
that's good. That's
Nah.
like dying with a hex debt, you know?
What was the worst thing?
Got him.
A hex debt, for those of you who don't know.
I don't know what
which-
that means. Yeah, thank you. Explain it to me, please.
A hex debt, so in Australia,
So
rather
in our
than...
good country,
No.
For now,
No.
at least, because they're fucking talking about getting rid of it. But yes,
What?
so yeah, they're talking about getting rid of it. So
It was free.
Hex is when you go to university, it's essentially like a student loan, so you can pay for your university education or whatever. It's one that the government gives you, and I think it has no interest on it, or is it a low
There's
interest?
nothing.
It's indexed, so it
Yeah.
rises
With
instead
the
of having
inflation.
interest rate. Yeah, it just goes up with inflation. You have no obligation. You only have to pay it back when you earn over like
Yeah.
$54,000
Theoretically,
a year.
you'll never have to pay it back if
Yeah.
you don't have the money to.
Yeah.
It's basically like a tax for the rest of your
I
life.
think if you reach 35 or a certain period after your study and you have not
Yeah.
made enough to pay back any of your Hex debt, they just wipe the debt away.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they're planning on getting rid of it, which
Of course they
bloody
are.
rules. The same people who are
Yeah.
planning on getting rid of it are the same people who benefited from it in the 80s. So,
Interesting.
isn't that great? Isn't that interesting?
Hang on, you're saying benefited from it? Aren't they the same people who university was free for them?
Oh, yeah, you're right. It would have been free
Sorry,
in the 80s.
Adam.
Yeah, I'm so
You're
sorry.
getting confused. It's changed so rapidly that
Yeah.
the people who are making all these laws never had to pay for their education, which is
Yeah.
the only reason they have the jobs that they're in.
Yeah.
Oh, but they had
Oh,
to
good.
pay for utilities.
This all sounds. This all sounds strikingly similar to some situations we have over here in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Are you saying that people that are born into wealth have an easier time of it?
The thing is, though, like even though
Weird, controversial opinion.
we got heck.
The people can't see what I'm trying to do yet.
Yeah, I see it. No, yeah. Even though we got like Hexstat and that, and even if that was gone, university isn't that expensive here either.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a lot of courses are quite, I guess, affordable in comparison to.
But that's in
America, like-
comparison. They're still really expensive. Like,
Yeah, or cheaper than
Sure.
private school.
Well,
is, yeah.
in what way though? Like, how expensive?
Well, my course
how much
for
would
3
a
years.
5-credit course cost?
So my animation course, which is regarded as number 8 animation course in the world, number 1 in Australia, they just bragged about that for a whole week. It was, God,
Stuff.
they're really taking it to heart. But that one was $6,500 a year,
Mhm.
which is like nothing.
I'm looking at the conversion rate.
Yeah, like, and you look at a private school in Australia, and it's like 20,000 a year.
Mm.
That's so many more numbers.
The crazy
yeah, that's
the-
insane.
Look,
Yeah.
free universities.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Free university is pretty cool, but I guess a
it is
beautiful
cool.
thing about Hex is that it applies to still. So, all right. So, say for example,
Yeah,
I
international
went.
students is different.
Oh yeah, for international students it
Yeah.
works differently. But say for example, I went and I got a bachelor's in something, and then did all of that on Hex, and then I went away and I don't know, worked for 10 years or something like that, and I came back and started a master's. I could do Hex again, I believe. That is my understanding. Hex always applies to the next step up. So long as you haven't already accomplished that level of study, you can keep applying for Hex.
Hey,
Not every time.
wanna
'cause Hex,
check our
Hex
followers?
Hex only applies if you have a Commonwealth supported place, and Commonwealth supported place is a subsidy that applies to bring domestic students' course fees down as opposed to international students who have to pay insane amounts.
I do just want to say real quick, it's incredible that we went from one incredibly insular conversation about the Australian public school system to this, which could not possibly, again, be interesting to anybody that's not the four of us. In the
Again.
chat, sound off if y'all are sick of it, and we'll talk about, I don't know, Dread 3D. What do you guys want?
Oh, hey
What is
guys, we
Dread
just got a
3D?
subscriber.
Oh my god, really?
What?
Thank you, Dildo Gaggins.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
They
I saw
love
that.
it. They love talking about the Australian education system.
I saw that, and I feel like the chat congratulated them enough. Chat
What, Dread
fucking
3D?
loved that name.
double underscore.
Oh,
Oh, sweet.
and the
Gifted 2
subscription.
sub.
Well,
Yeah.
Dildo Gaggins, thank you.
Thank you, Dirty Habanero, for giving the gift of tier
Oh, were
1.
they Oh,
Not
they
so
were. Oh,
kind.
thank you, Dirty Habanero. Sorry, I misread.
There is
Wow,
a
they've
Melbourne-based
given-
band that is Hextet with an X.
Dirty Habanero has given 29 subscriptions to other people.
That's
Wow,
Oh my
crazy.
god!
fucking powering through that shit.
Amazing.
Yeah, but what do they get out of it? What's their ulterior
Well,
motive?
at 30 they get a free coffee.
Going
Great,
out for
thanks,
coffee.
Adam. You ruined it. I was going to start a true crime podcast about why Dirty Habanero did that, and you just gave away the ending. That was the
I'm
last
so sorry.
episode.
Ooh, thank you, Razor Beta.
All right, so can I get an opinion from everyone listening and watching? Do we reckon this is enough for the top level? Does this look nice?
Good. I like
Yeah,
the rug and I
nice.
like the boxes. I want to open them.
Ethan, Mia, chat. What do we
Yeah,
think?
I like it. No,
Yeah, it's
no,
fun.
it'd actually do really well on the top level. Just a really big rat.
Yeah.
That, like, really big dead rat. You wanna pull that up?
Cool. Yep. Cool,
Adam,
cool,
I've
cool.
never heard you sound so unintentionally tired when you're trying to sound excited.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wait, is
Oh,
he
back
trying
to
to? I
back
thought that he was
to
being
back.
sarcastic.
No. It was before the skeletons. But after the Iron Maiden.
Here it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Ethan wants me to put this fucking rat down.
Yeah, turn the scale up. Don't be shy.
Hang on.
Be shy.
So
Yeah,
this is
okay.
the biggest the rat can be.
What is the rat's backstory? Does it
It's dead.
As
fall
a
into your
creature-
hat? Oh,
as a
it's
creature-
dead. Okay.
As a
Yeah.
creature that does not exist. You know what? Fuck.
Put
Fine.
it, put it behind
There,
the door.
There you go. There's a dead
Oh,
rat.
there we go. I said you could put it behind the door because it kept getting crushed.
Imagine if I wrote out A in dead rat. So what did the chat think?
Yeah,
Real bueno.
keep that rat.
This program is called Dungeon Painter Studio in brackets beta.
Yeah, that's a good point, George. Can you also add a giant hole?
For $20 if you give control to
Okay.
Ethan, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'll
otherwise,
do that.
I would not do that to myself. I don't typically go out of my way to find things that are painful to do to myself. So someone typically needs to put me on that path.
Good point.
That's weird. That's
Yeah.
a weird way to live your life. You got to be adventurous sometimes. What would Alice in Wonderland's life have been like if she didn't do things that were uncomfortable for her, Adam?
Well,
You got to follow the White Rabbit.
well, I'll tell you what. No.
Mhm.
So,
In what way? Okay,
No.
okay. I'm just saying nobody ever achieved greatness by not putting a giant hole in the middle of their D&D map.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
no.
all I'm saying.
I can't advertise for some other stream. If people find out that there are other streams, they'll leave.
Yeah.
I would. All right, I'm going to save this top level, and we're going to start the first level of the dungeon proper.
Yes, finally in the dungeon, the eponymous titular dungeon.
I didn't know how to pronounce that word until you said it, Mia. Thank you.
Oh, well, that's good. How would you have said it before I preemptively corrected?
Well, if so, it might be embarrassing, but I thought it was epinomous.
That's good, though. That's very good. It
Aren't
should
you,
be
like-
epinomous.
Our expert on pronouncing words.
No, I
me?
studied linguistics, and what it showed is that all words are made up.
Good.
Yeah, I was a big reader as a kid, and so there were a lot of words that I knew, but I didn't know how to say them because I'd only read them. But then I stopped reading and I started living. So
I
since
thought you
then
guys
I've learned quite a
stopped
bit about
reading and I
pronouncing.
started listening. And
That too. I'm a big listener. Audible. Don't get books from Audible. They're owned by Amazon, and also you can get those same books from the library.
kill Jeff Bezos.
Kill Jeff Bezos. Fucking do it, please.
Let's see what happens to me in the next couple days.
Ethan.
Yeah, I'm sure Jeff
Yeah.
Bezos is thing.
Ethan
Yep.
Taylor mysteriously goes missing in a drone-related accident.
Yeah, weird.
That's so strange that drone
mean-
just kept fucking slamming into him. And also,
I would say though that you guys will have a little bit of a fair warning, at least Ethan will, to when you're going to die from Jeff Bezos, because he will come for me first. I am in America.
Yeah.
yeah, he will.
I'll get
I'm
an
sure
email
that
about
the
a
drone is
delivery.
already almost here.
Yeah.
They're sending a drone with a poorly packaged set of steak knives.
Adam, are you starting?
Yeah, I'm
Level
starting the
2.
dungeon now. I'm trying to work out how I want to do this.
What's gonna be in the dungeon?
Well, a bunch
What's
of
the
Did
goal?
I ever... Go ahead.
no,
Sorry.
please. I don't mind.
No. I was just about to do a complete tangent. It's okay. You can talk about the dungeon. That's probably better.
Probably a lot of space. And Mia?
One time I was with one of my friends who was going to get his Tesla fixed. So we went to the Tesla store, I guess, wherever that is in like Portland, Oregon. And there's so much propaganda in the Tesla waiting room.
Yeah.
It's not even like, it's not like a waiting room. Like they call it like the Tesla club, like the members
Ugh.
club or something.
God.
Where it's like you can only hang out here if you're a Tesla member, and then everybody in there just like goes there to talk to other Tesla owners about their Teslas.
Oh, so that's the
Tesla
worst
hype.
room.
Yeah, no, it really is, because in this room there's a children's book about Elon Musk and how great he is at like, and all about like the rockets that he makes, and it's just like propaganda for babies.
Yucky.
And his face in this book is the most wretched thing I've ever seen. Like we've all seen like the DreamWorks smirk. This was that times 10. It was fucked up beyond
Googling
belief.
it.
Elon Musk.
You will not find it because you're not a Tesla member, Cass. See, the thing is that it's a very exclusive club, and so people in the club, aside from me, who somehow snuck my way in there
Is
on
it the one by Tracy
inside a trench
Turner?
coat. The what?
Is it the book by Tracy Turner or Ashley Vance?
I'm not
Musk
sure. Are
and the
you
quest
looking
for
at?
a fantastic future?
Is
God.
that what it is? Is it
I don't know.
a cartoon of him on the cover, just looking smarmy?
Oh, there's a few of them.
Elon
Really?
Musk. This book is
This
about
book is
rockets.
rockets.
Yes, it's that one.
Oh, sick.
This book-
Alright.
It's about rockets.
It's incredible that he wanted us to go back to work or whatever. That rules.
Yeah.
Let them arrest him
Right.
first. Yes, let us arrest Elon Musk. No joke. Can we?
Citizens
Not the
arrest.
police.
Let's
In the,
go.
yeah, the
Thought
police
that
in
he
the
was,
U.S.
like-
aren't going to do it. You guys have been watching the news, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, guys, I just found the worst
don't-
webpage. So it's the Elon Musk Kids propaganda book being sold on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Is there
trifecta.
reviews?
Oh, let's check. Oh, 4.5 stars, 77 customer rating.
Mhm.
This book is about rockets and dreaming and reading. Oh, and they filmed a video of their kid reading it. How much they love it.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
That's
I'm so glad.
what a
yeah.
what a great and normal thing to do.
It was a very not interesting book, and I read the entire thing. It only took me a few hours. I was very bored in the Tesla station. That's not true. It was like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, like, to be fair, I think you're well above the recommended age range for it.
Well, I don't know if you know anything about my reading prowess, Ethan. I used to read as a kid, and then I got
You
hit in the
stopped.
head. Yeah, I forgot how.
Yeah.
And I haven't read since college.
It's like picking up a movie where you left off. Yeah.
This is good, Adam. I like watching you make dungeons. This is making me feel calm.
Okay. No. Yeah, whatever. This works. What do we think the
Oh, George, I almost got run over by a Tesla. Cool. Oh, it's because you couldn't hear it.
Wait, is that one of the reviews in the book?
No, in the chat, George27, because I couldn't hear the Tesla running a red.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no!
That is so crazy.
Oh my god. Did you get hurt?
Jesus.
Yeah, if you're gonna make a
I-
silent
well-
car, make sure the people who are gonna be driving it aren't the worst.
Yeah.
Well, if you're driving a Tesla, you're probably the worst. You're definitely
Yeah.
like a rich asshole. Basic.
I used to work at a place that underpaid me about $6,000.
Oh, cool.
This story
It was pretty
fucking
cool.
rules, can I say?
It was pretty cool. I tried to bring it
Wait,
up with them.
$6,000 a day, a month, a year?
Oh,
How are we
over about a
talking
year.
about?
They
Oh,
underpaid
okay,
me about
that's nothing.
$6,000. Pardon?
That's nothing. I was kidding. Go ahead. Keep going. Tell your story. I'm sorry.
Mia has no sympathy for you.
No, that's
I have no
that's-
understanding of how Australian currency works.
No, that's fair
$6,000, is that a lot? What's that in real money?
It's like
Yeah, that's Monopoly money to me.
It is. But yeah, I got underpaid all this money. Tried to bring it up with my boss, and be like, "Hey, you didn't pay me the legal rate that is required for working a public holiday. One, when I had to go up, like, I had to wake up like 6 a.m. or whatever, like to
Yeah.
do like the dawn service stuff."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, I didn't get paid legally for that, actually." And I was like, "What happened?" I was like, "This," and like, "Oh no, we overpay because we've got standard awards rates for all jobs in Victoria, probably Australia. Yeah, like minimum wage stuff. And you can look them up online.
Hey, here's a good rule of thumb. If your boss is telling you that they're paying you too much, they're really desperately underpaying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I will
it turns
go.
out that's what was
always
happening.
true.
Yeah, so I
always
like,
true.
Aw.
Happened to
Yeah.
me.
oh my god. So I like, and I was like, but you know, all these like award rates, which is what they're called. And she was like, oh, they can go jump, and I was like, ah. And she had just imported a Tesla from the US.
Yeah, cool.
This was
Very good.
this
My,
was like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
nice.
6
What-
years ago.
When I moved to LA, I was working on a movie star's podcast, and her producer told me that they wouldn't be covering my Uber fees, even though I was pretty broke, and they told me to like come into work all the time. And didn't pay me to show up, and they paid me to edit. But whatever, that was this whole story. So anyway, the host of the show said they wanted to cover my Uber fees, and they did it for a while. But then her producer, both of them own Teslas. That's why this is relevant. Her producer was just like, we're not going to be covering your Uber fees anymore. I don't know why we were doing it in the first place. Just come into work. Why don't you get a car, dude? Like, why don't you just get a car?
Oh
Just-
my
I'm like,
god.
what's
It's easy.
Like, yeah, I live in a fucking slum. Like, I don't think you understand that you are not paying me, and now you, the man who was born with $1 billion inheritance, is going to tell me to get a fucking car. Shut up.
Look,
So
Same.
that sucks.
Yeah.
I know it's been
the-
said before.
I hate rich people.
Yeah. I know it's been said before, and I know this is like, not a necessarily, at this point, it's almost becoming, I don't think this is really necessarily, what do you call it,
Eat the rich. Is
controversial.
that what you're going to say?
Well, I was going to say that it wasn't controversial, and then I was going to say eat the rich. But yeah,
I understand.
I
Hey
don't-
guys, no one said this yet, so I just thought I'd jump in. Adam hasn't pointed out that we tricked Tesla into sponsoring part of our first UK tour,
That's
so
That's very funny.
also,
Wait,
hey guys,
who
what's
is
up?
this?
Hello. What?
this is
Who
Joel
is this? Who's
Dusha.
talking right now?
This is Joel
Huh?
Dusha reporting live
Who is
from.
that?
A tin can.
Yeah. Fuck, everyone's jumping into my jokes today.
Adam, get quicker. Tell the
Yeah,
jokes
man.
quicker.
This is me live from a tin can. Just letting you know that we Tesla were one of the people that we were working with on our tour. I won't use any names because this is not good.
Elon Musk.
He sounds different, but not better necessarily.
So someone that was helping with that tour was meant to be working with Tesla just to it was to test drive a car for a day to write a review or something. Anyway, we basically, through a series of intentional miscommunication, got them to give us a very, very expensive car for a week to drive around the UK on a tour.
So good.
Promising that they would plug Tesla. Guess what we never did, and also very much lied about how big we are. So yeah, Elon Musk, fuck you.
That's so good. Where
And
are
we
you
never
right
plugged
now?
Tesla until kind of right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys we're saying that everybody that drives a Tesla is a shithead.
That's true.
I think it's
Joel,
good
in
to have
what way
electric
did you guys No,
It
that's
is.
absolutely true. But doing
Get a
it is like a
leaf.
weird status symbol to prove to everybody that you're in the Tesla club or whatever,
Oh,
and show
yeah.
your kids that
People.
Elon Musk book sucks shit and
If you
stop
wanted,
Yeah.
flaunting your wealth.
if you wanted to be really good, what you would do is you would purchase a used electric car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Correct.
Wait for one of them GM joints to come out. 'Cause
Nah.
they'll be good.
What about saying that you can't afford to pay any of your staff workers properly and then importing a Tesla and being like, look at me set the temperature in my car from inside the
Oh.
restaurant.
Oh yes, king move. King move.
we got this imported from another country. We can't afford to pay you though.
Oh.
How dare you bring this up with the ombudsman?
I-
How
I-
dare you?
I-
Yeah.
I always love people that talk about how broke they are while flaunting their extravagant wealth. I know a few of those people. I've certainly known them in the past.
Hey,
The-
Mia,
the
you
last-
live in LA. It's LA, baby.
Hey,
Everyone.
shut up! It's not my fault I live in LA. It's sunny here. I need the sun, or else I'll be sad.
What about nighttime? Is that why you go to sleep? Can't be sad. when you're
I
asleep.
don't sleep. Joel, listen, Joel, you're right, and you should take me to task for complaining about douchebags when I live in LA. I get it. That's my fault.
Ah, it's
Thank
okay.
you for
I
pointing
live
out the
in-
hypocrisy.
I live in an undisclosed location in Melbourne that is basically hipster fucking central.
The LA of Australia, you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see LA of Australia more like
Portland, Seattle.
the Austin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin is pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I could see that. My brother lives in Austin.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing more interesting there.
There's Rooster Teeth, I guess.
Yeah.
There's lines.
No, I just meant there wasn't an interesting story. I've never been to
Okay.
visit him, so.
Yeah, everyone in Melbourne immediately knows what Soa Dusha lives in right now, so he didn't do a good job. I don't like.
Evelyn, I ran into a fan in my street. So,
That's so upsetting.
Oh, that. Do you know exactly where that is? Because you and I live really close to each other.
well, see, hang on. Give me 1 second. I know that I'm really quiet. I'll fix that so people can hear what I'm saying.
I could turn you
Yeah,
up.
yeah, Joel, why don't you just like whisper it, and then the audience won't hear it, but Adam will.
Dusha and I live very incredibly close together. Without trying to give too much away, I could probably
You
throw...
guys live in the LA of Australia.
Yes. I could
Just
probably...
wait. Is Dusha gonna fix his mic problem by running over to yours?
Oh, that would be very funny. He could. I know Dusha goes for walks, so he could literally be out the front of mine.
Wow.
I don't know how he...
Oh my
I can't
God,
believe
if
you
you
guys
guys do
live in
that.
a post-quarantine world.
Yeah, I think
No.
are we up to 20 people now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, the 22nd that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still on
Are we
10,
still 10
so-
people at home?
10 people
Yeah.
at home, 20 people outside,
Outside.
I believe, yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
And restaurants can have
people.
20 people.
Uh-oh, there's an echo.
I think
Oh,
that's
I'm
Dusha.
hearing it,
I
I'm
think that's
hearing it.
Dusha. Nope.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
There we go.
Bye, Dusha.
No, yeah, 10 people inside, 20 people outside, and you can have sleepovers. It's great.
Yeah. The government said
I saw-
sleepovers is legal. Sorry.
Yes.
That's good. I saw something online the other
The
day that they're
government said
planning
you
on
can go
opening
get
up.
some.
Sorry.
They're planning on opening up movie theaters again in LA.
Oh, yeah.
I think some are
With capacity of 25% in every theater, and I'm like, what? You can't sit 6 feet away from somebody if the theater is 25% full. Like, even if there's 4
Yeah,
seats
you
between you
can.
and the person next to you, the person in front of you is going to be very close to you.
Well, what they'll do
True.
is there'll be gaps in seats, which is 50%, but then they do every second row, which is down to 25%, maybe.
Yeah, but if there's a gap in the seat next to you, then you're only about 3 feet away from the person on your right and left.
Yeah.
So I guess that the way that they're going to work around it is like people go to the movies in pairs usually, so like 2 people would sit together and there would be 6 seats around them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a sort of eyeball it.
Yeah, it doesn't
Type
seem
deal.
like a good idea to sit in a big
Yeah.
room with circulated air with people for
I mean,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
2.5
It's all-
hours.
how many people in LA? What are the LA numbers?
So many. Just so it's
Yeah.
a horrible.
Terrifying.
Yeah,
What's the
some of the highest.
population of?
I don't
LA?
know. I'm not sure.
Oh, California. Oh, cool. There's 136,000 California confirmed cases. Jesus
Hell yeah.
Christ.
Also, do I sound better?
Way
Yeah,
better.
much
that's
better.
better.
Heaps
Did you
better.
go over to Adam's house?
Yeah, I'm sitting right so there's a face cam so people can't see. Like, I had to avoid that obviously, so I'm sitting facing Adam directly,
Yeah.
so I can see what you guys can see.
Hang on. If I everyone keep talking, but I'm going to quickly try to get Dusha into the frame. He is definitely here. Hang on. He's definitely here, and I'm definitely about to get him in frame. There we go.
Awesome. This is
Oh
so
my god, there I am.
There he is.
What's going on?
Whoop, I'm going to the wrong
That's
side.
so
All right. There's Dusha. Perfect. Hang on. Wait. Dusha.
Oh,
Dusha, why don't you turn around to face me? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's very, very rude not to do.
Oh, no, Dusha. All right. Dusha, why don't you...
Dusha, you look a little weird in that picture. Is that older? Is that a few years old?
I think this may actually be this may actually be
Now-
me
now
when I was
kiss him.
in
Yeah.
was Ethan. You took this
Yeah.
photo. Is that me or is that yeah.
I'm just gonna check the phone.
Is that Zamet?
Hang on, wait. Is Zamet also here?
Oh,
I mean, that could be-
Jesus Christ.
Zamet, is that you?
Oh my god, he's very quiet. The microphone only fits two of
Yeah,
us.
hang on.
Boy, hey guys, boy, it's me, Joel Zamet.
Oh my god, Joel Zamet.
Hang on, wait.
I
Joel
hope-
Zamet,
Hello,
keep
I'm-
talking.
Hello, I'm Joel Zamet.
Oh, fuck.
Are you guys doing good work in here? I'm your boss. I'm coming up to the microphone now. Hello.
Christ.
Fuck.
I hope that I hope Zamet didn't come in to tell me off
yeah.
for revealing the secrets about Tesla.
So Dusha, that photo of you was taken in 2018.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
How good.
Hey, Tom.
It's me, Joel Zamet.
So, Tom Walker, welcome to the chat.
Oh, hey Tom.
Hang on, is
Two
Tom
girls.
Walker here? Is that just Tom Walker slightly off screen? Fuck.
You do not have a file for that. You
Tom Walker, hang on.
This has a process to it.
Wait 1 minute.
Different one.
Hang on.
So today we learned that Tom Walker is not the most famous Tom Walker.
Comedian.
Fucking just give me the picture. Fucking
Also,
up.
though, Ethan, people can't see what you're looking at, so
Yeah.
they're just gonna hear you say that and then see him pop up 10 seconds later.
Yeah.
Hang
This is
on.
why it's taking
1
so long.
minute. Tom
Mhm.
Walker.
Yeah, new source. There we go.
Tom.
Friends. Yep, you're doing it. There we
Tom
go.
Walker.
Who's
Here
gonna
he
play
is.
Tom Walker?
Oh, Tom,
Who's
you're
gonna play
here.
Tom?
Yep, yeah,
There he is.
in the room.
Who's gonna play
He's
Tom?
The British musician.
Tom's
yeah.
playing himself.
Hey, what's that, Tom? You want to do your Homer impression? Go on. Floor's yours.
Doll!
Wait, no.
Tom, what are you doing?
Tom,
Tom, no, Tom,
Tom,
what
do
are you...
your classic line about chocolate frosted milkshakes.
Tom, what are you doing? Turn around and look at me. Fuck.
God.
Jesus
What's
Christ.
all this goofing around? I thought we were here to do some D&D.
Oh, everyone turn to chat.
Oh, that's
Frosty
good,
chocolate
Tom.
milkshakes.
Oh, that's so good. It is way too hot in this room to be laughing this much. Ow.
Dear God.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh,
Hey.
Oh, It's
really
impossible because we maxed out the Discord with too many Cass accounts.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
If
Wait,
you
did
go on,
somebody else try and join?
go on
Hang on.
Demi's account. If you go on
Yeah,
Demi's
yeah.
account,
If you go
you
on
can come
Demi's-
in. I
That was
accidentally
good.
made another account and we can't delete it.
Adam can probably. Oh, wait, who created this group? Was that Adam?
I did not. I think Jackson did.
Okay, Jackson will be able to kick the account.
Yeah,
most
Jackson
likely.
needs to kick Cash, but
Yeah.
keep
Can you
Cass.
guys-
Cass. Yes.
I
You
didn't.
guys
I didn't mean
Imagine being so entitled as to have 2 accounts in here so that more people can't join.
Yeah.
I want to have all the
Yeah.
funnies to myself,
Oh.
says Cass.
It's time to hack.
It was
All right.
such a mistake.
I'm
I
gonna
so
message
wish
Jack-
I hadn't done that.
I'm gonna message Jackson on
is
Steam.
currently playing
Fallout 4. Yeah, I can see that as well.
Let's just
What?
try and guess his password.
What a stupid cunt!
Can
You
we
need
say that
to
on Twitch? Are we
specify
gonna get
not the
kicked
Cass,
off?
Cass, Cass.
I'm messaging him
Yeah,
now.
yeah, because I can definitely see him make the assumption.
Oh, just the idea that I just get cut out.
Oh, his name is Handboy Color. He remembered correctly.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah, he did that.
So glad.
I've just been so incredibly mean to him on Discord for no adequate reason.
Man,
All right. Okay.
Chat,
he playing Fallout 4.
the streamers can't. Well, the people that are watching the stream can't see that, can they?
Yeah, I was
No,
about
no.
to say the people that watching the stream are just watching a blank screen and listening to us ramble,
Well,
listening
yeah,
to our
it's,
nonsense, as it were.
Yeah,
it's me, Adam, and the boys, Joel Zammett and Tom Walker. Tom Walker has launched into his mime routine. Very good, Tom. Very clever.
Ha ha ha! I love your miming, Tom. It's me,
Honey.
Joel Zammit. I
hey,
seem to have lost my Australian faux accent and am now just sort of. I don't know what this is.
Oh,
Wow, Maximum Flame can see Tom Walker's mime as well. He's sucking his own dick. Wow.
oh.
Is Tom still in the chat?
I don't,
I don't know. Maybe
He's trying to hack Demi's account.
That would be very
Oh,
funny.
okay.
Tom or Jack. Well, both could be self-suck. Tom Walker would be doing an impersonation of a self-suck, where Jackson Bailey would be attempting it IRL. Hey, we've got... yeah, no, hey, welcome to the chat still, Tom Walker.
Yeah.
Hi,
also,
Tom.
Bit of an
Thanks for
update.
sticking around.
The bullying has somewhat worked out him because I can see that Jackson has quit Fallout 4.
Oh, good. Yeah, Adam.
I
on
noticed, by the
Steam.
way, that this has not been filling the entire screen, and I'm shocked no one mentioned it.
What? Oh, that.
Wow.
What?
The
Oh, Joel probably can't see any of this.
oh, true.
Joel,
yeah.
are you looking at a computer or are you just like talking to us on your phone right now?
I'm doing both.
Oh, okay.
This is very good.
I can see part. Okay, I can see what's
The
happening.
gang's all here.
Wow! Thanks so much, guys, for hosting this party. Usually, I'm not involved in the D&D stuff, but it was really nice for you to bring me on board just for this.
things are always fun, you know.
Oh my god. We should really write Sans Pants the musical and put on a stage production of it. Why are you on my Twitter, Adam? What are you doing, Adam?
You gotta get all the photos.
I gotta get all the pictures.
Everyone's got to join in on the party.
Yeah.
Cass, there's no room for you. I'm so sorry. So we've reached the limit of people allowed to be here.
Oh, that's all right. Look, as I do try and
You're
be
adding
safe
too
with
many
the
images.
coronavirus pandemic, I will respect the social distancing measured by this clearly limited party.
Yeah.
So
Look, Adam, you can just move yourself down a little bit and put Cass in.
Oh yeah, Cass could be the big one. I'm obviously the main camera's on me. Then the side camera facing that way is on the party. And in the background, I can work on the thing.
I can be the drink.
Yeah.
That's a good
You're
idea.
DJing
A
this
tall
party,
glass
I
of
get
water.
Wow. This is my favorite D&D activity.
It's building the
Look who's
body.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, who wants to go out for a big round
Oh.
of frosty chocolate milkshake?
Jeez.
Yeah!
Oh my god,
Hey!
it's Homer Simpson.
All right, now it's a party.
Yes, it's me, Homer Simpson. Oh, but who's this at the microphone?
Hey, Homer. It's me, Peter Griffin.
That's crazy. Usually you need to pay $6.
Come over and snuggle
I thought
with
that
your
was
wife.
Marge.
Oh my god, it's the Family Guy.
Wow. Wait, the Nicolas Cage character?
What's up, shitheads?
Yeah.
Hang on, wait. All right,
Hey, Tom.
Tom, start talking.
Okay, here I am. Oh boy, it's so nice being here on this big photo of everyone. I can't wait to walk over to the arm to my left. Here I go. Oh. Oh.
All right, now Cass talk.
Hi everyone. I don't know why Adam didn't use my background list picture that Joel Dusha has one of as well. We also have one of Joel Zammit. Why did you go for photos? We all have one. Ethan made us all the same photo. I look
Remember
the same.
that yours doesn't have teeth for some reason?
Yeah, well, I think
The
that this
mystery.
one has too much teeth. So
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Hang on. Fuck.
as a fun
That's a
fact,
great
it's
question. That's a great question, Cass. Hang on, I hear something off stage. I'll just leave.
You know what? Fuck Stance Pants the musical. This is Stance Pants the animated series.
This is way better than anything I made.
Come back at him. Come back.
What was that?
I'm greenlighting Stance Pants the animated series for 10 seasons.
Feature-length film.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, Adam, quick question. How's the dungeon?
Let me check. Hang on.
No, don't derail us.
Hey, Adam, if you get rid of the party, can you put us all in the dungeon?
Hang on, wait. Can I just quickly, hang on. Fuck, how do I show this? Hang on, let me quickly take a picture.
Yeah,
Streamlabs, or if you're on
Change it to just window capture, like screen capture.
Yeah,
display
you're
capture.
probably
oh,
right, actually.
display capture. Yeah, you have to do a whole thing where you fucking stop Streamlabs and start it again with the default.
Oh, that sounds like
graphics
more than one.
Sounds like
step.
work.
Christ. You can just read it out, sure.
Hang on. You know what? You're right. All right.
Yeah.
So I messaged Jackson while he was playing Fallout 4. I said, kick Cash from the Discord, fuck. Not Cass. Do it. Stop playing your fucking Fallout 4. Fuck you. Jackson replies, haha, what? Who's Cash? That's You fucking know what I'm talking about.
What are you doing? Are you trying to make a dungeon or some shit?
Yeah.
Well, we kind of we get a little bit of progress done every stream. We probably do about 10 minutes of real work, and it takes us 3 hours.
So, Tom, you don't play much D&D, so you might know that an important part of it is building a party. which Adam has just done.
Mm.
As you can see, me, you, Mia, Joel Zammett, and Cass.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Oh my God, Joel Zammett.
Hey,
Oh, that
Peter
was Zammett,
Griffin,
sorry.
how are you doing? How's the wife?
Oh, thank you so much for flipping exit stage left, Dirty Habanero. That's the hardest I've laughed all month. Holy fuck. You stupid asshole.
Oh, fuck.
Dear God.
So is this what the Temple of Elemental Evil is? What the fuck are you doing?
So I'm let me hang on, wait. I'll grab all of us, put us off to the side.
Dear God.
Yeah, I know. Oh, why is there two Mias? Oh, sorry, Cass. I also called you Mia.
The company gets all the beautiful brunettes confused.
I have realized that me and Cass, our comedy lately on the streams has really been melding into one thing. Like, I'll say something and then simultaneously Cass will be saying the exact same thing.
Yeah, because
Alright.
this is what happens with beautiful brunettes.
Let me just hide this as low as I can.
I was thinking about straightening my hair so that I could look more like Cass. I'm gonna get bangs.
All right. Yeah. So.
Curl my hair and look more like Mia.
Oh wow! Wait, no, you cut off all your hair. Wait, how does that go?
Did you buy
What
me
is that
combs?
story? Yeah.
Hey, I cut off all my hair to buy you this comb.
Gift of the Magi,
You
that's what
ordered
it was
comb.
called.
So I'm a bad man.
I'm a
I only know that
I know
story from
things.
Futurama. What's the real story?
I know it from the L Word. I don't know.
I believe the story is that there's a guy and he wants to give a gift to his. He was like, oh, the one thing I want is a comb, and so the girl cuts off her hair to buy him the comb, but then he.
No,
I don't know,
she's
chops
buying.
his dick
He's
off
buying.
for the-
He's buying her the comb clearly because of the hair.
Yeah, but then she wants to
Sells
have
it.
nice straight hair so she can eat a
He-
big sandwich, and so she sells her mouth to buy more hair. I don't know.
to be completely fair, I think she sells her hair so that she can fix his pocket watch, and he sells the pocket watch so he can get her a comb.
Right.
Maybe.
I can't
It's a
emphasize
stupid
enough that when I
story.
started out on my sentence, I truly believed I understood the story and remembered it.
We believe
Hey,
It seemed like a situation where you were trying to do a bit, and I was trying to explain to you, no, it's actually this.
No,
So I'm glad that's not what happened.
no, I'm glad that that's what it comes across. But truly, me just trying my best is tragically like a comically stupid
Well,
man.
Oh.
Well, I think the thing is that we all only know the thing from references. Because I said that I saw it on the L Word, and Cass saw it on Futurama, and you probably saw it on The Simpsons or Family Guy.
Probably some like strong guy shit. Probably some like fitness YouTube channel this week.
Yeah.
Where there's an analogy on how to use a kettlebell. How tragic it is when someone sells their foam roller to buy you a dumbbell.
Right.
And then I sold my muscles so that you could roll out your leg. Oh wow! I
Yeah,
thought I knew more about
I-
fitness.
I worked on my legs so that you could. I don't know how that would work. Like I worked on my legs and you worked on your arms.
I mean, that just sounds nice. That just sounds valid.
Sounds like a nice time at the gym.
Yeah.
yeah, and then the person with the strong arm sits on the person with the big legs body, and then you form the perfect human being. Two torsos.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh,
It's
finally.
like how
Scenario.
maybe when the universe keeps trying to make a crab,
As
it's
it
not
does.
there yet, and what it really wants to do is make two torsos, and they're like, "Oh, a crab is close."
Yeah, they keep getting distracted.
They're like,
Oh, got
oh,
it.
we'll put some legs on it. Ah, damn, crab again. We just want to tip also.
Now I'm just going to tip a little sprinkling of legs onto this one.
Oh, no!
Crab.
That's crab. That's crab.
123 Honeybee in the chat. I see you're also a child of divorce. It's nice to, just see one of my own out there.
Yeah,
Good.
my podcast is actually called Child of Divorce Cartoons.
Yeah, BigSoftTitty.png offers on a winners-only listener base. So any children of divorce need to stop listening as soon as possible.
It's a good thing I've never listened.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, recently, Mia, this is the thing I was trying to bring up before. Recently, I found a guy who has started his sex doll journey, but he's started by just buying a head.
Well, is it like those magazines you get as a child where it's like, you're gonna build the human body up, like, let's learn about anatomy.
Subscriptions. sort of
Issue
thing.
1. The
Yeah, I can't wait to
long.
fuck this glow-in-the-dark dinosaur skeleton that I've just put a human lady's head on.
Tom, is the latest episode of BST like the culmination of that subreddit journey?
Yeah,
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
It's got, I think, my favorite, definitely my favorite short story that I found on the internet. And by that I mean like just a perfect distillation of a post. I'll only add sizzle on it in that it's the last thing in the episode, and it features a stepson brutally owning a stepdad.
Oh, hell yes.
Good.
Tom, would you recommend me jumping in with the most recent episode of Big Soft Titty, or is this something where I would have to listen to the first 100 episodes
It's a lot of
to
fun. No,
understand?
whenever someone asks me for a jumping on point, I'm like, oh, just don't listen, dude.
Sure, yeah, that's.
Dude.
No.
Like-
But secretly, you desperately want their validation.
Oh, for sure. Validation freaking rules. Much better than
Yeah.
doing anything else.
People
But
should
yeah,
watch.
I think the most recent episodes are pretty good. Jumping on point.
People should listen just for your
good.
talent of being able to find the worst Reddit post
Yeah.
I've ever heard of. There's
There's
some
a
people
lot of good
out
shit.
there. What
Yeah,
was
the
that forum of people trying to shoot better ropes?
Yeah.
was-
I forgot
God.
about them.
Insane.
Community of dudes who are trying to come big is so good. Like,
That rules.
they spend hundreds of
It's like-
dollars on supplements, and they're all like fucking just shoveling zinc into their mouth with every meal. And they're like, "Well, it's looking pretty
Honestly.
cool, guys. I gotta tell you."
No
That
one but
rules.
themselves.
Have they been, like, obviously, if you're wanting to
Oh.
do anything to your body, you'd want to be doing it for yourself. But do any of them have partners?
It's
Mm.
Or is
so
it-
unclear, Cass.
Because, like, if they're like,
Well-
hey, I'm gonna get ropey.
Right. Well, there must be somebody there that thinks that having bigger cums is gonna like get their wife pregnant faster. So certainly there's some middle-aged men in that sub, I'm sure.
When I
And
think about like how ropey it all is, it just reminds me of Spider-Man, and I don't want that in me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Where-
say it seems completely divorced from any practical
Yeah, I'm
usage
sure.
of the cum itself. It's mainly aesthetic, and God, they spend so much fucking
Listen.
money.
Listen, I have seen people on the internet being annoyed for one reason or another that they can't come as much as they used to, and I understand the struggle. I get it.
Yeah. Sometimes you really want to get Peter North on that shit, man. You just want to Peter West, you know?
Tom, does it work? Have any of them seen success?
As far as I can tell, it does work, but it's like you could also be doing
Great thing. to switch
anything
to.
else with your time.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like,
they
like
found-
yeah, it works.
What,
but you could
have
also
they found
like
anything,
learn to.
like-
Sorry, you
Sorry,
got
go ahead. There's a lot of like. Have they found anything like weird aside from like supplements? Is it like, oh yeah, like sit-ups really get my juices flowing?
There's a lot
or
of
anything like
Kegel
that.
exercises, but then the main. Yeah, I live for the moment when someone is like, "Hey guys, I left this crystal out overnight under a full moon, and it's actually fucking roped me up, bro."
Oh my
I-
gosh. Okay, we were talking before about having like Christian upbringings and stuff, and I didn't particularly have any specific upbringing, but I know that leaving a crystal in the moon cleanses it for future use, so that's not gonna work.
I also know that
I don't think that's a Christian thing.
you
No, I'm saying I
Very
definitely
good
didn't have a
joke.
Christian upbringing because I know things like this.
You can also leave them, if you were worried about that, you can leave them in a salt bath, and that drains the negative energy out of them, I happen to know.
That's so
Wait, what
weird to
happens
me.
with the
I'm like,
negative
obviously the
energy,
moon's
though?
gonna work. Like,
Is the negative energy gonna like manifest somewhere else, or does it just go away?
well, that's the thing. You put it
salt water-
outside in the moon. Like, if you put it outside in the moon, it goes to the moon. That's why the moon has.
Yeah,
dark
but
side.
then we have an evil moon.
Nah.
I would just
Take
be
it.
I would just be very worried about like an Ego the Living Planet situation where the moon decides that it's going to destroy the Earth. I guess that we're bigger than the moon, so
It's
I guess
too
we'd be
far
fine.
away.
But
So I
Yeah.
have had a few friends that have insisted on doing tarot card readings for me, and every time I've had my tarot read, it's been overwhelmingly negative to the point where
Yeah.
multiple people who have done the tarot readings have gotten really upset and apologetic, even though I didn't care.
no.
They were just like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry." So I can only assume that every time you cleanse a crystal, all of the bad spirits go directly into me.
Joel.
Thanks, Joel.
Joel.
Cass.
Yeah, thank you,
Was
Joel,
I
for
one of
taking
them?
on all that.
I know for a Cass, I know you were one of them.
Well, I don't. Because
No,
my favorite
don't.
thing about doing a tarot reading is that some of the cards are objectively bad, and so what my favorite part of it is making everything seem like good news. So I'm probably not a good tarot reader, but you'll always get a good reading out of me.
Huh,
No,
I just
I-
pulled this card that's depicting Joel Dusha dying violently. Sorry
I'm
about
like,
that.
I'm like,
Cass,
hey,
Cass, that's so disingenuous. Like, what if somebody comes to you because they want to know something important, and it's like the card is telling you they're going to die in a car crash, and you're like, you should drive more. Like, get in the car and go for a
Can I-
cross-country trip.
I think something to point out. You've started that saying, "What if people come to me?" No one does. I show up at a party and I say, "Who wants this?"
Oh, no. See, I used to live in a
God.
house with a bunch of artists in LA who were in their 20s and, like, late teens to early mid-20s. And a lot of them were obsessed with, like, that kind of stuff, like woo-woo witchy kind of stuff, but also, like, horoscopes kind of stuff. And it's incredible how much people want to tell you about the dream they just had about you the night before.
Oh, boy.
And how many people dreamed about me that I lived with for 8 months? Like at least 10 people had dreams about me.
Did you ever
I'm
have
like,
people be
wow.
mad at you because you were mean to them in their dream?
No, it was more like one time. This might have been why I thought about this with the tarot card reading thing. One time I was like almost on my way out to work. I was making breakfast and somebody came in. They were like, "Hey, I had a really concerning dream about you last night. That you stepped out in the road and you got hit by a car. So I don't think you should leave the house today." And I was like, "Okay, one, I don't believe any of that shit. Two, I'm going to work. Goodbye. I need to keep my job, so I'm going to leave the house."
Yeah.
Another
And they see-
Crazy to be like, the dream was for tomorrow. Like, it's only
Yeah.
valid for
Yeah.
immediately. This thing has a fucking expiry date. I saw you get hit by a car, and then I looked down at my hands, and I was holding today's newspaper.
Well,
You want the answers
it
to the
also
crossword.
weird. It was also weird because it was somebody that I did not respect or spend a lot of time talking to, and so
Man,
but
they
we
really
lived with
must
each
have
other.
been shocked by it.
Yeah, like they just really had to tell me. They were very concerned for my safety. So I
That's
appreciate
crazy.
that. Like, I didn't hate them, but I did not respect them.
That rules. Another thing with like horoscopes and stuff that I've noticed is like I'm an Aries, which has immediately put me in like the back foot of being like horoscopes are dumb because everyone's like
Right.
classic Aries. I'm like,
Yeah,
"No,
same thing with me, Aquarius, and everybody's like, "You're not allowed to say it's stupid because that makes you an Aquarius." And I'm like, "Yeah, I
right.
guess."
The thing, I'm a Gemini, and as far as I can tell, that just means I fucking suck and lie a lot. Like, every time I've
Is
tried
it
to
true,
look
Tom?
into...
Tell the truth.
Yeah, I stink. As far as I can tell, like, the only thing
I
that
can't
stars
tell.
are
Are
saying
you
is that this
lying
guy's a
right
fucking
now?
two-faced little turd, and he's a little, like, he's a cowardly little worm. Like, he's like some kind of Uber Hufflepuff. I don't know what the fuck.
Right. I was about to say, which fictional characters are Aries?
on one of those days that just no single source can make up their mind on what it is, whether Libra or Scorpio. I think it'll be like, yeah, 23rd of October. That's this one, but no, there's just a gray area there.
You're on a cusp. I was actually going to say, I'm a Libra, and through my upbringing, I have learnt all the people in my life who are also Libras because they tell you. They all tell you. So
Right.
I think, Ethan, you might be a Libra.
Oh, wow, it's not like we're having a discussion about this exact topic that will instigate that message.
I will say that one of my least favorite LA stereotypes is the person who wants to come up to you and guess your sign and cannot guess it, but keeps on
So
guessing.
Fun!
Man.
Oh my god, I
And
want that.
You'll love
but-
a Melbourne uni.
It's just very funny to hear what people think about me. That like they're like, I know you, I know you're a Sagittarius, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm not a Sagittarius, and they're like, no, well, that's funny because my first instinct was Libra, and I'm like, no, I'm not a Libra either. They're like, oh, is your moon in Libra? I'm like, I don't fucking
People
know.
are just
I was born in
phrenologists who are going off
February.
the shape of your brow.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
The amount of times
Well,
I would
it's
rock
just
up
people-
to uni. Oh, you go.
No, I was just about to say, it's just people who have dangerously misread me because they don't have a taste for what somebody's personality is like, and they think that they do.
They need a guide. No. Like the amount of times I would rock up to uni and one of my friends would just be like, "Hey, what time were you born?" It's like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, and they're filling out the chart, and it's like, just leave me alone.
That's so weird. I actually, one of my friends wanted to do like a deep reading on me, and they were like, what time were you born? And I was like, I don't know. So I checked my birth certificate, and it said around noon, like 12:30, and then I asked my mom.
A.M.
It said around noon, and I asked my mom, and she was like, it was like 9:30. And I was like, do I believe the official doctor's certificate, or do I believe my mom who delivered me, so should remember? Like, so I never figured out with this person. They're like, you're either this and this and this, or this and this and this, and they're very different. So you have to figure out when you were born. And I was like, no, I don't care that much.
Sorry to interrupt. All right, chat and all of my friends. I
Mhm.
must go.
Aw.
My device is dying because someone didn't charge it while they were asleep last night.
Ah.
Wait, who are you?
Mm.
All right.
Bye,
Bye.
Dusha.
Bye,
Goodbye,
Dusha.
Jack.
It's been a pleasure, and good luck with your campaign, Adam. It looks like it's going really well.
Thank you. Goodbye.
This call has been now slightly easier to hear things because there's only 5 people talking at the same time.
Right.
Now
Good stuff.
to delete.
How many people? So how many people can you get in like a Discord group?
I think it's 10. I only say that
that would
because
be
we
hell.
couldn't get 11 people in this one.
Yeah. No, I'm saying we're all too loud, Dusha. Get out of chat. Turn your phone off.
Yeah,
You're gonna
fuck
die.
off.
I think if we had 10 people in the chat, we'd have to do that. Like, all right, now you hold the teddy bear and you talk for a little while, then you pass the digital bear to Tom.
Yeah, we should have a big conch shell.jpg or something,
Mm.
like a nice big TIFF, like a lossless image that we
We passed
email
the stick in
around.
Minecraft.
What if
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
Big ol-
change the
a big
size?
lossless TIFF image.
Oh.
And a
Oh, I'm
nice,
making the same face as the guy.
Oh, that's
nice
You want to-
100 megapixel.
Yeah.
Cass, I haven't seen your
Multi-layer
animated form. That's very
EXR.
cute.
It is.
Thank
Cass's
you.
one rules.
Thank you, Ethan. I
What?
like it.
Yeah, I gotta make new things.
Uh-oh, Cass isn't in the new one.
Oh,
No, I
Oh,
gotta
right,
make
Ethan-
some new things. These are so
Ethan-
old. Yeah,
I would just like to say I would love to be drawn by you.
hell yeah, that's nice to hear. I want to eventually get everyone down.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, I wonder, or should I do it in 3D, or is that too much?
Make us look like
Decisions.
Pixar characters, huh?
Hell yeah.
What do you use for 3D, Ethan?
I use Blender because I'm not making money.
Yeah, Blender. I tried to learn Blender
Yeah.
this month, and it fucking wow.
It rules. It's just like I can make stuff so quick in it. It's It's nice. Are you watching them Blender Guru donut tutorial?
You know it, man. But as
Yeah,
a
man.
rebuttal to your statement, I spent 2 days trying to make a free model of a skateboard that I downloaded spin. And I didn't do it.
I miss those
Howard
early days
gave
of
up.
3D of just thinking, I can handle it.
Yeah.
Getting a 3D model of, like, I don't know, a Team Fortress 2 Sentry. I can animate this.
Oh,
No.
boy.
you
Turns
can't.
out
Yep.
this
I
is
don't
just
know how
like
to
an
move
action figure,
things.
right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, Blender is super nice and super rewarding once you sort of get all the basics down. You can just make anything look pretty.
That would be
Yeah.
nice.
I'm trying to get like really dodgy looking 3D graphics for Twitch streams on my end because I'm eventually going to start that up and like getting, you know, those I don't even know what the starter call it is, but bad reflective metal 3D text from the 90s.
Yes.
I'm trying to hone in
Like
that.
Terminator 2.
That's good.
Yeah, something like something you'd
Like the
see,
1000s.
like say Strike on a bowling screen.
Yes.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
a
that's
my
great.
God, can you-
graphics
Not
card
like
ad from the
you.
90s.
Yeah, yes,
Oh.
So like Lawnmower Man more so.
yeah, basically. Like
That's my favorite thing when I'm watching like a movie from the 90s and it's mostly practical effects and then suddenly terrible CGI. I was watching a werewolf movie recently that like looks so gorgeous and the characters are so great and the music is fun and it's beautifully directed and then suddenly just like one horrible shot of a CGI werewolf and I'm like, yes,
yeah,
this is my favorite movie.
so rewarding. Right, that's my whole aesthetic. Got to get that.
Yeah, I've only just started messing around in After Effects again to make like stinger transitions for stream and stuff. I made one, and I just checked my stream to make sure that it was there, and I did not successfully implement it. And also, hell yeah to Haunted Leg in the chat, who's currently learning Blender. Don't want to do what I did and get frustrated and give up.
But remember, giving up is
Dedicate
always
that.
an option.
Yeah,
It so
always
is.
return
Thank
to
you,
it.
Cass.
Man, like seriously, the amount of times I've tried to do character sculpting
Oh my
in
god.
3D over and over again, I must have given up at least 10, 12 times before I've actually made something I've liked. And,
Do you guys
and
wanna
like, it just clicks. Like, yeah.
Do you guys want to see the Sonic I tried to make?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love to.
I'll find it.
Tom, I would love nothing more, please.
Sure, here.
Are you putting it in the Discord? Can I share
Yeah,
it
what's
with...
easiest?
Can I...
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, you could just put a link in the chat on Twitch.
Oh, okay, cool. Chuck it in there. That should work. Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
works.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No. Wow.
This looks like a cake.
That's so good.
Yeah, yeah. It turns out
I
that
love it.
So good.
it's, maybe those guys in that movie, you know, they didn't do so bad after all, huh?
No, they did. They did.
Legitimately looks like
We
a
can
cake.
be clear.
That took me like 5 hours and several tries.
It's very funny.
I love
I love
that.
it. It's like a
30-year-old
big
man sitting there
mascot
with his
head.
tongue out of his mouth, trying his best. Fuck.
I know you were
Yeah, it
comparing
looks-
this
it
to
looks
the
like-
movie, but if this were in the movie, I would have fucking watched.
Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
I am on the record as saying that if the Sonic movie had the fucked up like baby tooth Sonic design, it would have been way more fun to watch.
Oh.
I'm on the record.
Man, it does
I
look
want
like
that
a Sonic
version.
cake pop.
Yeah.
It looks like cake and I want to eat it.
I somehow did a nailed it, but in like 3D.
You did.
Imagine holding this cake.
Oh my god. It would just be I would be excited to put the
It would
cake
feel
down and be
warm.
like, I gotta go wash my hands and then just spend like minutes in the bathroom licking all the icing off and then
Right.
washing my hands.
Yeah.
What do you
It's a
think?
great
I would
Yeah.
I would hold it in my hands and then bash my face into it.
Yeah, I was
just like
just-
get it all, you know.
I was just thinking, as a cake, how satisfying it would be to like throw it or
Drop
something.
it.
Yeah.
Right,
then the-
right. You
the
like throw it up
icing-
in the air and then catch it in your mouth like a cartoon dog or something.
The icing, I think, would be the best part.
Absolutely.
God.
Yeah, if anything tastes good, it's blue.
Listen, blue icing is fucking good. If you had, probably not. My favorite ice cream flavor is like birthday cake ice cream, and it's got this blue icing and sprinkles in it. Shit's
Right.
great.
Like Freddo Frog cake. That sort of deal.
No,
Right,
I don't
different.
know what that is.
That different?
It tastes like actual cake.
Oh. Okay.
You're talking about the ice cream, or you're talking about
Yeah.
something else? Yeah, the ice cream. It's like cake batter inside,
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that.
sort of like cookies and cream with cake
Oh,
batter. It's
what did
good.
I
We
just
don't
do?
really have that here. There's
Yeah, I didn't
Cold
think
Rock
so.
Creameries does cake batter flavored ice cream, and wow,
Right.
I'm salivating thinking of it. And then that one healthy brand of ice cream, Halo Top, does birthday cake.
Oh, Halo
Dusha
Top
came back to say
sucks
well
so
done,
much.
Tom.
I
Oh,
don't
man.
mind the
Dusha.
Halo Top birthday cake.
I tried to like Halo Top when I was like first losing weight a few years ago, and that shit sucked. I eventually just settled on like I'm just gonna buy ice cream and eat that like once a month instead of eating this because it's bad.
I genuinely like, because the texture's so weird. The birthday cake one with the texture actually tastes like birthday cake, and the texture
Oh,
for
that's
every
good.
other flavor is odd. And you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know what they've done to this, but something has been done.
I just got the feeling when I was eating it that it was like that thing, you know how they like genetically engineer, or not genetically, but whatever. They like engineer Doritos in a laboratory and scientists work to make it unsatisfying for you when you eat them. So that like you eat one and you immediately want another one and you're never satisfied.
Oh,
I
see.
felt that way eating Halo Top. I was like, Halo Top is meant for you to want to eat 3 cartons of it and eat it every day, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, they specifically are like as you open it here, I don't know what your seals are like, but one of the seals here is don't get a bowl.
Oh.
They're like, you
Just
will
eat
eat
the
the
whole
whole thing.
container.
And it has
Right.
the calories for the entire tub on it. And Hayden and I were working to find out a chocolate bar. So I think the birthday cake one, if you eat the entire tub of ice cream, it's
Mhm.
less calories or kilojoules or whatever than a picnic bar.
Okay, I don't know what a picnic bar is. Is that like a
It's like a chocolate.
Snickers?
With nuts.
Yeah,
in it.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the way that I sort of settled down on it, and I'm not that stringent about the way that I eat these
No.
days like I was a few years ago, because I don't need to lose 40 pounds. But I just sort of figured out, I was like, I would rather just eat a banana and some grapes and some strawberries. Like, that tastes better than weird fake ice.
100%.
I guess.
I don't really know what Halo Top is, but it sounds like the title to one of Adam's fan fictions.
Oh,
Got them.
It does.
Snap, Adam loves horny video games.
Let me
That's his favorite thing.
Got him.
let me
Have you
quick-
guys tried that?
No, please.
Sorry,
Can we
Adam.
try?
You go ahead. Defend yourself.
No, I'd prefer if we moved along. So please, you go.
You guys.
All right. Yeah. Have you guys tried that classic sad weight loss treat, which is a frozen banana,
Oh,
Indian style, baby?
No.
A full banana.
That
if you
does not
freeze it,
sound good.
it's so good. So you got to cut it up into
Really?
little coins or medallions,
Uh-huh.
if you will, and then
Right.
chuck that in the freezer. Let it freeze for a while, and then the pectin in it gives it an almost ice cream-like texture.
Oh.
That's so interesting. Wait, so you cut it up before? I didn't think about that. I thought you were just chomping down on a
Eh.
full ass banana.
No. No.
That's interesting, actually. I probably won't try that because I like bananas as they are. But you know, I make a lot of smoothies these days.
yeah. I really wish I liked bananas. When I was younger, like, because I know that they
Yeah,
are like the
banana.
dessert of
Banana.
fruit, but
Oh.
Just keep,
Banana.
The
Mass,
minions
please
are,
keep
wait, who
talking
is
over it.
that?
I'll
Bob the minion? Bob, how do you feel about your film being delayed? Sorry, Cass, go ahead.
banana.
banana.
Whoa, is that Kevin? I don't know all the minions' names. It's probably like Tom, Kevin, Bob, Stuart. That's one of them. Randall.
Banana.
All right, Cass, go ahead. Wait, Cass really needs to tell this story.
Yes,
I feel
it's
I
rewarded.
don't.
Cass, come
I
on.
used to- when I was younger, I worked as an in-store demonstrator for coffee machines, and I was quite good at my job, I like to think. But hey, maybe I wasn't. But one time, someone from another demonstrator company came up, and I was like, "Try the coffee," and he was like, "Oh my god!" Like gave me his card because he was like, "I'd like for you to demonstrate our products," and it was for the Yo-Na-Nas thing, like the thing where you put fruit and bananas into a machine, and you make ice cream.
Oh damn.
Okay.
And I ended up never. So I was young, and I ended up not contacting them because I believed that the reason I was good at my job was because I genuinely believed in the product and I loved coffee. So I couldn't sell a machine for a
Oh
product
my god,
I didn't
the
like.
integrity.
Wow.
I was like, I
so
can't take this job.
funny.
I don't like bananas. I don't think.
Think about this, Cass. You took that call. You could be traveling the world selling the biggest products known to man, but you're on Discord watching Adam make a dungeon for D&D, talking about what could have been.
That's on me. I didn't jump up on the Yo-Na-Nas train. I could have taken it there.
Now you still have your soul.
Adam,
Yeah,
are you
I was
playing
about to
bed
say-
Tetris? Adam's playing a game. Adam's playing bed Tetris.
No, I'm not, no.
Get away with it.
It's a maze, and we have to figure
Cass-
out how to get all of the beds.
Walk over the bed. That's
You have
No.
to take a nap in each one as you pass by it.
You have to
Cursed
take a
bed.
nap in each one in each order, and then you'll receive little bits of dream that you have to piece together.
and then you can
And
get
then the
new
bears
food.
come home and they're like, "Who's been sleeping in my bed?
Adam, why have you done
He's
that?
still
Adam,
here."
Adam, why have you done that?
Oh no.
Well, I was going to describe. So, this room was going to be where all the kobolds sleep. I was going to put a bunch of kobolds in this level, and this is where all of them sleep. And I was going to describe them as having all of their
What
beds
is
on
that?
top of each other. I'll find you a picture of a kobold.
Okay, wait, do they make shoes?
Yeah, they do.
I
Yeah.
think that was an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, like the Adam
Cobbler.
Sandler film.
Oh, have
Yeah.
you seen
I
The
watched that
Cobbler?
movie. Horribly
Because
transphobic. It's bad movie.
what the fuck is that movie? It's insane.
It doesn't. It seemed when I watched it like he thought it was like one of his artsy movies like Punch Drunk Love or something. It absolutely is not. It's a trashy comedy that's also not funny and not trying to be funny.
It feels
It's
like
very
he was.
strange.
It feels like he was trying to make an Avengers.
Wait,
In
what?
what way?
The Cobbler.
Like a
What do you
superhero
mean?
movie.
All cobblers
No.
are members of a secret organization
Oh.
of cobblers who save
Adam,
the
isn't
world.
that more of a Kingsman thing?
Yeah, I guess, but it feels
Crazy.
because they imply that what was it? They imply that one specific profession is evil, and that another profession, like drivers, like taxi drivers or something like that, are the friends of cobblers. It's
Yeah,
fucked.
right.
Sprinting to the Cobbler category page on Wikipedia.
It's fucked. It's a fucked movie.
Okay.
God, that was when. Do you remember, Cass, when we were going to watch every single Adam Sandler movie?
Yeah, that's something
Wait,
COVID took away from
for
us.
a
We did
project or
too.
just because you guys are friends?
Sorry?
Okay. I
Also-
had a podcast like that, Adam.
We were just doing it to,
That was my
just for cash, just for fun.
okay.
was
That was my
something to
first
do
podcast
instead of
that
being
I did,
asleep.
and it's not worth it. It does not make you feel good, and you will hate yourself. Don't even watch the ones that you think are good in your memory. They're not good. It's not worth it.
Well,
I
anyway,
sincerely, we watched Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2 and also Ridiculous 6. Ridiculous 6, one of the worst movies, but
Yeah. I
had
will say
one of
Grown
the
Ups 2 is
hardest belly
fun.
laughs of this year
What was that?
in it. It's so good.
Yeah. Was it the kid from Twilight swinging? Was it that part?
No, it was that character, by the way, is very
Horrible.
not good.
Yeah, not good. Not good at all. I will say though that I liked Grown Ups too. I was watching it. It's just like the worst fucking movie, but in a way that it's very, very, very watchable. Like
Yeah, it
a
rules.
lot of his movies are so hard to watch, but Grown Ups 2 is very weird and fun.
The no, my huge belly laugh was when Rob Schneider comes up behind someone to hit them with a shovel to knock them unconscious, but instead hits them so hard their whole head pops off their body, and then
Yes.
because they are holding two
Fuck.
guns, their body, headless, starts tottering around firing the guns, but then
Fuck.
their hands
do
start
remember
drooping
that.
down, and he starts just shooting his own head. Like, genuinely, it's
It's very funny.
I've loved this year. It's so good.
I fucking love that part
That
as
is
well.
good.
I knew exactly the part you were talking about. Fuck, it rules.
Hell yeah, dude.
I can't believe how many people. Wait, Cass and Ethan, have you guys seen Ridiculous 6? Is this
No.
a Ridiculous 6? Okay, good. Because I haven't seen it since it came out, so I don't
Yeah, I
remember
don't
everything.
wanna.
I think the two.
I remember a lot of jokes about Donkey Kong.
Oh God. I think.
I think
that-
I'm
Yeah, no, Cass, go
moving
on.
through this. I was either coming in and out of the studio while you guys were watching it, or I was coming in and out of consciousness on a couch while you guys were watching it.
That sounds like you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Amy Louise. They've just subscribed with Twitch Prime for 9 months.
Oh, cool.
Very
I could have had
yeah.
a baby in that time.
They might be.
You were saying, Mia?
How do you know? Huh? I was saying they might be pregnant. How do you know?
No, before.
It doesn't matter. I'm stream of consciousness 24/7, Cass. It's okay.
Just to update you guys, the wikipedia.org/wiki/the cobbler directs to the mountain in Scotland called the Cobbler.
Not the profession.
No.
And
That's
So
not.
strange.
Then you
Yes.
can get
Yeah.
disambiguation. They do link to the film, the 2014 film, but the Cobbler looks like a really nice mountain. That's free to
I
take
will
to
just
some-
say
Oh my
about
god. The Cobbler was
about that
directed by the
movie.
same guy who did Spotlight.
Thomas McCarthy.
What?
It was what?
Same
Directed by the guy made
director.
Spotlight. So The
Still
Cobbler is a
nominated.
horrible, horrible, horrible movie for anybody that hasn't seen it. One of the main the main plot of the movie is that Adam Sandler's character realizes that any shoes that he cobbles on this magical cobbling machine, he can put them on and become that person. So one of the main plot lines in the movie is, I remember it, I haven't seen it in a few years, was that he takes the shoes of what's his name, Dan Levy or something like that, the guy who was in Beauty and the Beast. He takes that guy's shoes and then he goes over to that guy's house to fuck that guy's girlfriend,
Ooh.
pretending to be her boyfriend, which is rape. Not great. And then she's like in the shower and she's like, "Are you going to join me in the shower?" And he's like, "I can't do this." And then he has a change of heart and he leaves before he does anything. Making your character like a wannabe rapist that decides not to rape somebody is not good. Like,
as
that's
much
not
of
a great
arc as
character.
I think it is. No, but so the guy
Yeah.
who directed The Cobbler also wrote The Cobbler and also did the story for Pixar's Up.
Yeah, Thomas McCarthy, right?
Yeah. Wow. What a range.
He was also in Pixel.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Acting. He can do it all.
Get you a guy who can do both.
Yeah.
The Cobbler and Up.
Oh, Jesus.
The other month, I just really wanted to have a good cry, and I spent so long trying to. Okay, it might have been last year. This was before Disney Plus, but I was trying so hard to find
Up.
just like the first 15 minutes of Up.
Oh my god.
Do you check
surely
YouTube?
has it.
There's something really sad about being so sad that you want to watch the first 15 minutes of Up and then not being able to find the first 15 minutes of Up.
Did that do it though?
I couldn't find the full
He
15
never found
minutes.
it. Oh no.
Yeah, I know.
When
And it must
I
have
watched
been
a
before
video.
Adam discovered the hedgehog video.
Do we want to watch
I
the
watched a
hedgehog
video
video?
one time.
You
I watched a
can't
video
show
one
it.
time on YouTube.
The drug video.
That was the first 9 minutes of Up overlaid over the last 9 minutes of Whiplash, and just like played over each other, and that was
Oh,
very
no.
fun. Yeah,
That would be good.
yeah, it was very good.
That sounds like a fucking time. That sounds like what the kids are calling.
What is the
no.
hedgehog video?
What's the hedgehog video? Well, I'm glad
Yeah.
you asked.
I wonder if I've seen this.
Are we allowed to show YouTube videos?
Sure.
You can link it in the chat. They can look up
All
themselves.
right.
I'm sure you're allowed to show it. Hedgehog video.
Might have some copyright music on it. I
Ooh,
don't
true.
know. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
know.
right there,
Can you
actually.
just search hedgehog video and it comes up?
No, it doesn't.
Adam,
Wait,
this is
also, are you guys planning to
boomer
put on a
level Google.
video that none of us will talk over,
Oh, this.
and we'll just watch a video.
I'll-
just send the link.
I'll send the
yeah.
link.
I was contacted by people who worked on that, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Can
they're
you
the same
tell them?
people.
Can you tell them, please, that every time I play their video in Cass's presence, she cries?
Oh, I didn't hear back from them. I
One
did-
time I didn't cry, I just welled up, actually.
Your eyes got really
No.
red and
The
wet.
courage. She had already cried that day. She was dehydrated.
I'd already cried a rope and I had none
Oh,
left in me.
jeez, Cass, come on.
Yeah, Cass, how are your
No.
ropes doing these days? Are they very virile or?
Yeah, I'm trying to
okay?
take more
Different
supplements to get thicker tears.
Oh, no.
Cass.
cat detectives. We also do like the Gorillaz music videos. That's cool.
I am though now just imagining like very viscous tears, and that's not good. Like you touch them and you pull away, and they're like sort of stringy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
what do we mean?
that's
Do
what
we
I'm
mean-
aiming for.
Yeah, viscosity or size?
Yeah, that's not
Viscosity. I like the feeling of having a cry and just really feeling like you have to like squint a bit to squeeze it out.
Oh.
Good.
Jesus. All right, I'm off. I have things to do, but also I don't want to hear this anymore.
I was
That's
going to
great.
say it's probably time for us to wrap up anyway. So
Yeah, that's a scream.
thank you very much for joining us today, Tom. It was lovely having you. If people wanted to find your Twitch channel, where would they go?
They'd go to twitch.tv/Tom Walker is good. I'll drop a link in the chat.
Please do.
Very cool. Very cool.
We will,
Adam, are you gonna thank the rest of us for being here? Or
of course
just
I
Tom?
was. Of course I
Playing
was.
favorites or
Mia?
Okay.
Where would
Sure.
people want to find you? Where would people find you online?
They can figure it out.
All right.
I'm at stop tweeting me on Twitter. Thank you for asking.
No, I gotta quickly mute you. No, I would never. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for even suggesting. All right.
How dare you?
Cass?
You can find me at CassCassPage.
And as always, Ethan, do we have a thing? I didn't put a thing up for you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Joel Zammett took my place.
Yeah, he did. I'm sorry. Do we?
Wait, who are you talking about? Me? Hi guys, I'm Joel Zammett. You can find me on Twitter at AllDogsAreDead.
Hang on, wait. Really quickly, can I get everyone talking?
Yeah,
All
okay,
right.
let's all talk
We're
at once.
talking.
Yeah,
You
here we
guys
go.
a party.
I don't know how you had this.
All right, that's it. And stop. Ethan, where are you?
Hello, we're
As Streamlabs has stated in the chat, at Ethan Taylor on Twitter, but also on Instagram at Ethan Taylor Art, where I make Blender things and 3D things.
And as
Good
always,
stuff.
I'm right here. Ethan, your things are lovely. I like looking at
Thank
your
you.
new
Thank
Spider-Man
you. Good
rules.
things.
Thank you. I'm so happy with it.
Yeah. All right. And